I think Spanky's in top ranking right now, out of everybody. We're not live right now.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah. Right?
Now we are.
Oh. It wasn't don't have a rash. Yeah, this is how I have it. I don't know if you agree.
Oh,
All right, we're back. Welcome back to the live stream, guys.
is it working?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
maybe
think
not.
that's pretty good.
It's hard to tell.
There
Oh,
we
yeah. Yeah. We are back. Great.
You tell me everything you know?
But a little bit of a hold.
Yeah.
Judges conference, having to look over some flights via video.
Did they
And now
know
we're back.
Did they know who's next, or we have to repeat that?
I don't know. They did. Go ahead. Let them know.
Marco Bau's next.
Yeah.
Got Marco Bau. He actually likes making balloon animals in spare time.
It's a fascinating hobby.
It's really. I enjoy it. He made me a pony,
I got a sword.
and AJ got a poodle.
The more shit changes, the more it stays the same.
But yeah, super duper guy. We had him on the podcast. It was a great interview.
He just launched, as a matter of fact. I see him on the upwind there.
He's flying a laser, flying it really well.
His laser has a Staudica wing, which makes it kind of an interesting airplane. I don't know how it compares to normal lasers or a Staudica in terms of the differences there, but it's a pretty capable laser.
I'd say so. How similar would you say, David? Have you ever flown an Extra 230?
No, I haven't.
I wonder how similar this laser is compared to an Extra 230.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Because a lot of the lasers had the Staudica wings on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, what was the deal with the 230s? Because they came with the original ailerons from Extra, and
See
then
Goody Thomas there,
Was
walking the sequence.
it was Staudica, but was it
One of the best
So John
unlimited
Staudica saw an
airback
Extra
pilots in the
230 and decided to lengthen the aileron because it was
Wasn't Phil Nice the first one with the longer aileron?
I think that's right. Yeah, I think the 230 started to suffer from some low rate,
right.
right? So
All right, Marco just cleared in for his warm-up.
And that's where really
Landing
the SC, I think the 330 SC really shines, is the slow speed roll rate.
Yeah, it just rolls fast.
Yeah.
I ferried his airplane.
Did you
the
get
other
paid?
Day, and when was it?
Wait,
I said the other day.
did Mike pay you to ferry this?
Yeah.
I did.
Got extra
Extra
money.
money.
And it rolled so fast. I was just like, holy. It rolls really fast.
Mike's
I think
got-
it rolls faster than I flew that Gamer the other day. I think it rolls faster than Gamer.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mike's
Marco,
got-
one of the
he's
few
got
pilots
voodoo
that
on
picked
his
program
ailerons.
F today, guys.
He's got the special stuff.
When he's going 9 million miles an hour the way he flies, it really
Yeah.
rolls fast.
I feel like everybody tries to
That
go.
is so not true.
Everybody watches Mike fly
I
and then
keep
goes
it way
try
under
to
the red line.
tries
I
to
have
do-
no idea what you're talking about.
That's because you
VA.
moved the red line.
What red line?
Yeah.
The red line is a reference.
That's the examiner.
It's a guide.
him
I'm not going
speaking.
to say whether it's the top of the reference or the bottom of the reference.
Yeah, I'd love to fly 230. There's hardly any
There's
other
program
planes.
F there.
There's a really nice one in South Carolina that was restored.
That blue one?
It's blue, white,
And yellow?
They put a regular 360 angle valve in it. I think it's got 10-1 in it.
All right, here comes
And
Marco
just
in
redid
for his
all the
warm-up.
hardware, reskinned the wings. It's beautiful. It's actually for sale. The guy wants, I think.
If you're just tuning in,
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in,
I think
guys
it's worth every penny.
and gals.
But that's way more
2022
than it was sold for when it was
National Aerobatic Championships in Salina, Kansas. And right now, we're getting
That's actually probably
getting
not
back into the
bad.
I
mix
think that's a
with
fair deal. That's what he wants.
the first advanced unknown
Well, Robbie
program.
had it, right?
Robbie Gibbs.
Yeah.
It's that one. Yeah, I don't know who owned it.
Okay.
Speaking of Robbie, wasn't he supposed to be here? I thought he was signed up for the 4-minute.
Because not many 230s made it to this country. Right? Like,
A couple.
Robbie's didn't have bigger ailerons when he was
no,
flying,
it
did
didn't. No. So, like, Clint McHenry had one, Patty Wagstaff had one, Pete Anderson had one.
Quinn Miller had one.
Will Miller had a 230?
Or did he buy? I think he might have bought Clint's.
He might have bought Clint's.
Yeah.
There was an airplane that was in Florida that the pilot died in it doing an air show.
Right.
Another one, I can't
Hey,
remember
there's one
his name.
in far, like South America.
And then as Unlimited started getting more difficult, they really, from what I've heard, a lot of them have been ridden really hard. To keep
Yeah,
up
they
with
was.
Unlimited.
Oh yeah.
When I started Unlimited, there was only Phil Knight was on one
Yeah.
How did the-
that's probably right.
How did the 260 differ from the 230? 260 wasn't a very
260
popular.
was an oddball.
It was really, yeah.
I don't. It was never good for anything.
Well, it depends what you mean by a 260, right? So there was the original 260 that's now hanging in the Smithsonian, and that's
That's
so
a different one. Right?
yeah, Patty Wagstaff
Right.
and a bunch of other people wanted that airplane. But what Walter built was a single seat midwing.
Midwing, yeah.
So Patty never took delivery of that airplane, and it went to an owner in Florida that it used to show up at Sebring all the time. So Patty's, the original 260, even David Martin might not know this.
I don't know this.
The reason that the 260 exists was that it was the test bed for the flying tail
Oh.
for the midwing 300.
Oh,
So
interesting.
that's why Walter built that plane. It was and it was only a test airplane. It was never meant to be an aerobatic airplane.
Wow.
How did she get it?
Wow, no,
'Cause
Well,
they built 3 of them or
because they
4?
threatened Walter because they didn't want the plane that was delivered. So
Yeah, I heard it
they-
didn't fly as
so
good or
her
something
and
like
Bob
that.
Wagstaff,
Yeah.
they made a deal, and that airplane came over. And it used to be, I don't know if people remember, it was a beautiful white with the gray and red stripes when Walter had it.
There was a French
Here
woman
comes Marco
that
Bauwagen
had a
in.
262 before going to a cap, I believe.
Yeah, but that was one of those other ones.
Yeah, it's the other one.
Oh, okay.
The 260
Which
I
sequence is he
that we're
flying?
talking
He's flying
about
Program
is
F. It was
that one.
queued up there for you.
So we got a upwind entry here, pull vertical, 2x4, pull 45 down, full roll on the 45 down, exit inverted. Using a 4-cylinder laser, starting high. I think that's for energy for later in the sequence.
That was
Looks
pretty fast.
looks a little steep on that 45 down.
Have a start?
Got a full roll P loop. I think he could have drove that a little more upwind.
Jeff, does this have a stop going on?
It does.
I believe it does, and it's got a large rudder.
It presents beautifully. It looks
Yeah.
great.
I think he's gonna take this to us. Yep.
Nice roll.
He's got a pull, Humpty, quarter roll down, and then he's gonna exit downwind. So he should be after this flying left to right. And it looks like the wind is really shifting off Judge, which is great for them.
He recently did a camp or two with Rob Holland before coming to Nationals.
Got a half loop up here with 3 half rolls, which will make him finish upright.
James, I'll find out if Friday's the public day. Do you guys know if Friday's the public day?
I would assume it is with the 4-minute. Got a 45 half roll push hammer. Would you say the wind is a lot stronger at the surface than up there?
Doesn't look like he's getting blown around a whole lot up there, does he?
No.
Almost a full sock down here at the surface.
This is
Right
that
down the box,
that
too.
Dunphy maneuver. Double roll, roll and a half opposite, push half loop, 3/4 roll, quarter roll. Tried to cheat that. I think he's
Not sure if that was a two.
yeah.
Is this
Yeah, there's supposed to be 3/4 quarter roll, so I think that might not score that well. Then we got a half loop connection here, which will put him downwind. Then we got a double Humpty, all positive, 3/4 roll up, 2x4 down, quarter roll up, push to exit upright level into the wind. So he should be exiting right to left. And again, I don't know if he's planning on bringing it down later, but definitely can bring it down a little bit to the judges. But better to be high than low, I'd say. Really making that airplane work, doing a great job. Here's a great figure. It's going to be a push down 45, half snap, then push to vertical, half roll, exit inverted.
Those of you just tuning in, Marco Bau,
going pretty fast for that.
flying the
last
advanced
round.
known Program F.
Here we got
About a quarter
a
away
end
through
figure,
the
looks like
back
connection. Pull vertical down, pull 45 up, half roll, pull vertical down, then level, pull level, and he's going to exit downwind, so he should be exiting left to right.
Marco, of course, made famous being on the FCS podcast.
Correct.
I think that's his greatest accomplishment so far.
Pull 45, half snap. This is a goldfish maneuver. And then he's going to 5/8 loop, pull around back to 45 up, 2 times 2. Exit into the wind. That'd be right to left. Level up right. Really got a good sequence going. I think a lot of the pilots that were in the top 5 or top whatever are really erring on the side of caution with altitude, it seems.
That seems to be the general theme.
If everybody flies high, then it won't matter.
Yeah, be
Yep.
consistent.
Now, can anybody see a laser without thinking a Leo?
Ooh.
See
Yeah.
what?
No, Mark was just saying, you think of laser and you think of Leo Laudenschlager.
Oh, yeah.
And what that guy did is...
I
got
can't
his-
not see a laser without thinking a Leo.
I got his in Denver.
Do you
In
really?
Lima, Lima.
No, what is that on?
I haven't put it on anything yet. It just came available.
Oh, wow.
I need another laser to put it on.
Yeah.
Laser still looks good in the air.
Tell you.
Beautiful airplane.
Great, great airplane.
Pretty iconic platform. Paved the way for a lot of monoplanes.
Snaps good too.
Good sequence, Marco.
That was great, Marco.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
I heard Leo
I
was...
liked it a
That was
lot.
the fastest through the sequence.
that-
I liked it a lot.
Very quick.
Yeah, I think that's...
He did
I
not
think he
waste
might
any
have...
time.
Yeah, that
He flew that very
A
confidently.
couple things here or there, but I think he might have moved himself into the number 1 slot there.
That was
Has he already been?
Well
is he
done.
up high already?
He's in the top 5, I think, or
Yeah.
7 maybe.
that might
it's-
have moved him
And
up
it's
a couple
interesting
slots.
too because he's been training with Rob, and that style, that fast pace.
Hitting the lines a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very reminiscent of the way Rob flies. Very fast paced.
Next pilot, guys, Barrett Hines,
Yeah, I think I
flying
would put him
the
on.
best airplane ever made, Extra 300, midwing.
So I,
That's why they made so many of them.
That's
Right?
that's right.
At least 6 of them.
so is it true that Leo was obsessed with weight, like getting
Oh,
weight
yeah.
off the airplane? That's what we've heard.
Oh, shaving cooling fins and
I think shaving actually case. The dipstick, get rid of the dipstick holder and just put the dipstick straight into the case so you save the weight of the dipstick holder. Drilled lightning holes in the brakes.
so crazy.
He said
No battery.
every ounce adds up to pounds. What did he say?
There you go.
That's
But he would
incredible.
say his airplane was like 840 and mine, which I did everything I could possibly do, was almost 100 pounds heavier.
100 pounds heavier?
Yeah.
Wow.
Barrett doing his warm up now. He's
Mine
chosen
didn't have
also
a
to fly
starter.
Program B. Most pilots today, by a significant margin, flying the B unknown.
Leo never had a starter. Even when starters got light.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember, so one of the
He
last
never had a
times I
starter
saw
on that
Leo,
airplane?
He was flying at Sun and Fun, and like 6 of us were trying to hand prop the thing, and he wore out 6 of us. Because it was hot, it had run already.
Hot starting.
Oh my god.
Have I ever told you, I was sitting in Leo's airplane, getting ready to go fly it right before dark, and it wouldn't start. I didn't get to fly it because of that.
Oh man.
If you're just
Never had
tuning
a
in,
chance again.
those voices you're hearing right now, Michael Goulian, David Martin, Aerobatic Legends,
What do you think
royalty.
he would, if he was still here today, what do you think he would be in?
Whatever he built.
Yeah.
Whatever he built?
Probably
That's a
still
great
the
answer.
Shark, right?
Yeah, he
That's a
would
great
never
answer.
fly anything that he didn't build. I don't
Yeah.
The Shark is pretty cool.
It would have been cool to watch.
Now the
Yeah.
fuselage was carbon, right?
Yeah,
It's all carbon.
I think the whole thing weighed about 900 pounds.
With
and
the
it was
motor?
a 2-place.
Doesn't Wayne Hanley own that now?
I don't know if it was a 2-place. It has
Yeah.
a long canopy. Was it a 2-seater?
No, it had a jump seat in it.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't built for. It was built for like 7 Gs.
Yeah, it was super lightweight, and it had carbon tubes with titanium clusters that they were epoxied into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you had to be like super careful with the seatbelts because if the seatbelt hit it, it would give it a, you could give it a harmonic.
Yeah.
and-
Wayne Hanley was talking. I thought, does he own it, or he was going to do the testing, or he flew it, or something?
It's in
He was
in
No,
involved.
it
Crash
never,
Crash.
it never flew.
Never flew.
It was
never
about
flew.
ready to fly.
But
He was gonna fly it within 2
Zivko
weeks.
did a lot of the work, right?
Zivko built the plane.
Yeah.
And there was like a secret room in Zivko's place. So like even Kirby was not allowed to go in the
Skunkworks.
room.
Wow.
Total skunkworks. I love it.
Barrett Hines wagon in.
I think he might have.
Got Lycoming IO36, AE IO360 L1B5. Sounded amazing.
Got a sequence B. This is what everybody's been flying, so.
Yeah, I think 90% of the
Is that
roster
what
today
Spanky
have picked
flying?
B.
Yeah, that's the one Spanky.
I think that's what's meant.
I got that one.
We got the C copy right here, David, if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm too stupid to look at it that way.
Which means that I am far
Oh, if you
beyond
want the
stupid.
if you want the if you want the B, it's I think the
The
page
wrong
before.
direction.
The wrong direction? Yeah, I can't look at it that way
There you go, Mike.
Just turn it upside down.
There it is. This is the way you look at
either. I'm good. My steel trap mind, I can remember it
it.
now.
Getting a little
That's
close to
close.
the judges. He might even. I don't know if he's out this way, but
Oh, they're just-
It's getting
so
blown away,
proper
it looks
distance
like.
from your box?
I think that they are. Yeah, it's
Was
not
it
like Texas.
300 feet or something?
when you guys were in Europe, did you see a lot of the focus is on presentation there a lot, I'd say, right? With the Europeans and how they fly. Obviously, they know the figures and want to fly them well, but they're really.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was that much different than us. Would you?
No, I think the French just had a different way of thinking about it. Which they still do now about sort of speed control and altitude control and things like that.
Yeah.
So, for instance, I think watching this free, they would have figured out already how to make it low and keep it low.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because you can really get into it when you design these frees, especially with the way that the snaps are downwind and upwind, and,
That's gonna be out for sure.
and how they look.
Yeah, so Matt Dunphy was pretty smart to put this maneuver in, right? It's not a very difficult maneuver at all, except it takes forever to do
It's
it.
a long.
So it helps that SC,
Yeah.
because it rolls
Yeah.
so fast. But an airplane that doesn't roll as fast, it takes up 3/4 of the box, and
Yeah.
we've got a 15 knot tailwind probably. So
Yeah.
it's an automatic out, and I think that's just what you do is you just take it out.
Take the out.
And especially a day like this, that this sequence B, it starts downwind, so you're already at a disadvantage.
Mike, do you take the out versus wagon out?
Yeah, you just
Setting.
take the out and keep going,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah, you can't afford to wag out in them. It's a sportsman thing. Did you ever wag out in your whole life?
I don't think so.
I don't think I did either.
No way.
Might have.
You hear
should
that,
have
everybody?
Before.
Probably should have.
Wow. I really am terrible.
Now that we're sitting here, I won't admit to any mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. You don't remember the mistakes, but you remember the good things, right?
Dave? What was your favorite maneuver to fly? Like when he had it either coming in, or just in general. What'd you like doing most in competition?
My first maneuver that I used for a long time in Unlimited was a vertical outside snap up hammer with a double outside snap down, and that was when I nailed that. I'd say that got their attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes not. Someone told me once, took me aside, a judge, and said, "I'm not sure that it's worth doing that. You're not getting the reward for it that you should be. So why are you even doing it?" And he was probably right, because that came from my six-figure frame.
Oh gosh.
In
Yeah.
fact, for a while I was practicing a double snap outside up with a double outside down,
Oh my gosh.
which was really hard to do.
Bob on the push.
What do you
there.
have to start that at going up? Like 170?
Fast as you go.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
It's funny though, a Patrick Paris story. So I'm trying to do that maneuver. This was at the last World Contest. I was trying to. I didn't actually fly it in the competition because I never could consistently do it. So me and Patrick get in the L.
On the
to
south
go
end of the
fly
box right now,
around.
driving driving
he
upland.
does a double outside vertical up. Perfect. I'm like, let me.
Right.
And,
Took it a little north of the judges.
just he was so quick with the controls. I mean, he hadn't been flying anything.
Right, exactly.
He just gets in this.
And he probably has about 0.5.
They're probably
in it.
flying more,
right.
a little
Two
more
up,
conservative
full fuel.
than
Hot
the
day.
Yeah.
other competitors so far.
But
During the
again,
year,
I
no.
think I told you Patrick had an answer for everything. He didn't have any BS answers. And I said, how did you get so fast moving the controls? He said, well, I took karate. I was like, really?
He was being serious?
Yeah.
God. He went with the Karate Kid technique of wax on, snap off.
Yeah.
Patrick's son.
Yeah. I think he took psychology classes to mentally prepare.
I'm gonna send him a letter from Cobra Kai and sweep his leg. He's really flying the midwing beautiful right now.
It's looking good. I would say be curious to see what you guys think. Maybe flying a little more conservative than the other competitors so far. But that's not necessarily it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
I think what I'm saying looks pretty good. Especially for a straight 300.
Yeah. Last figure here is a half roll, then 4x8 opposite direction, then pull around, half loop, 2x4, snap and a half opposite.
Midwing Extra being one of the few airplanes here that you have a certified example and an experimental example. First early serial numbers of the Midwing were factory built experimental, came over to the United States, and then were not converted to meet certified specifications, and then the rest that followed were certified.
That's a hard figure. That snap and a half is tough to do, slow and downwind.
Yeah.
Close to,
I would
This
have
airplane
made
does
that.
not like to snap slow.
that would be close to.
Not getting as far.
Yeah.
It was kind of wallowed around it.
What would you guys have done? That last figure, I feel like you needed to make a little bit tighter on the loop to keep the speed up.
Yeah.
Nice job, Barrett.
Get downwind and never did the snap.
Yeah. Solid sequence.
I think it was good. That last one was the worst one it wrote, probably.
Yeah. Be interesting to see, what it scores. It's definitely a high K figure.
Yep.
Next up, we have Kyle Collins in the Panzer. Aaron McCartan's old Panzer, of course.
Was that
Second cousin to
Chris
Phil
Panzer?
Collins, famous musician.
Yeah, it's
Airplane
Chris's
before?
airplane.
Just kidding.
Yep.
I came across those pictures the other day of our big practice session in '95.
Oh, yeah. My God.
The old
You,
Stoddicker was
Thank you all for
there.
watching the live stream.
Remember what's the guy?
If
Wait.
you haven't yet,
Miller,
click that subscribe
yeah.
button. Click the notification bell.
Kirby, Gino.
Give the IAC some love.
Were we at
You can do
your
that by
house or at
subscribing to the
Palomino?
YouTube channel.
Well, we went to that contest in Joplin, and then,
Oh, that's right.
then we went to El Reno, then we went to my place.
That's right.
Remember, you were sitting, Sergey and John Morrissey were critiquing him at the same time,
Okay.
and you said, I can't do that anymore. It could be one or the other.
Right?
Who we got flying now?
Here comes Kyle Collins. He's flying program B. Spoiler alert. Most common program picked today. Doing his warm-up figure.
He's flying a Panzer. I tell you, we talked about it yesterday, but this airplane Aaron McCartan used to own, Aaron shipped it to Romania to compete at the Advanced Worlds, and every European looked at this thing with 10 heads. They have never seen one like it before, and it was pretty cool. Got a lot of attention.
Yes, this is Aaron's old Panzer.
So that is Chris Penzel's old airplane?
Yeah. It started out as Chris's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it went to the world contest in Spain.
Oh, neat.
Unlimited. Yeah.
Have you flown a Panzer?
I haven't.
I heard the wing is just really, because he was a boat. Stodica was a boat builder, right?
Yeah, he's the expert on this.
Yeah.
Stoddicker.
Have you ever flown a Stodica, Mike?
No,
Never heard of her.
Unfortunately, Kyle bought it and is just borrowing it. He's just borrowing Aaron's.
So,
Yeah.
like, John Stoddicker, he's one of the greatest
I thought that was
guys.
Aaron's
So funny
Panzer.
and and so.
Hey, you're
amazing
flying
at
Aaron's
what he
Panzer,
does. Like he could build an airplane in 6 months by himself, right? He didn't
That's
have
Forrest
anybody
Fox
helping
voice
him.
you're hearing?
He built it all by
He's doing all the
himself. His shop was
videography,
completely
each
set up
flight,
to do it. And my second
an incredible
airplane,
feat.
the red and white airplane that we were talking about yesterday,
Yeah.
was actually finished just before on Easter Sunday, and I had to get it. I had to bring it to. I had to bring it out to Sun and Fun, and it was Easter Sunday, and we got one of John's friends had a wrecker truck. We didn't ask anybody anything. We rolled this airplane on the top of the wrecker. We had a car in the front and a car in the back with a light on it, and we drove right through the center of downtown Bay City, Michigan to Colin, Michigan. Everybody's going to church.
Oh my
It's
God.
the craziest thing, and we're just driving down the road, and the police are there directing traffic for church, and they just look at us and say, oh, they must know what they're doing. And we just drove either that or they're like, there goes that crazy John Stoddard again, bringing another airplane to the airport, right down the middle of the
We're using it for an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, exactly. It was great.
Kyle Collins. You know Kyle Collins?
I don't.
Yeah.
No. I've heard good things. It's been flying well.
Yeah, he's flying an airplane great, which shows you it's mostly airplane and not the person flying it. Because Aaron flew it great, but now we know it's just the airplane.
It's just the airplane, right?
Yeah.
Two people have so far flown it well, so it's definitely not the pilot.
Yeah. Agreed.
He has a lot of experience. The airplane does.
Yeah, the airplane's had a lot of great pilots flying it. So it's clearly the airplane. The common denominator is the airplane.
There the wags. Here come the bell.
Yeah.
You're in.
Here we go, sequence B. It's a wedge, pull vertical, 2x4. Pull 45 down, full roll, exit inverted. Again, I think he's floating the top of the box here. Drawing nice long lines. Good stop, a little over and back. Got a full roll, P loop, 2 of 2 on the top, 3/4 roll down.
Pittsburgh says 2023, bring on the game birds. I've been saying that for years. I would love to see a game bird at Nationals.
Yeah.
There's not one here?
There's not one here. It's one of the few airplanes not represented here. Between that and Sukhoi. What else are we missing?
Is anybody flying a game bird in competition?
Not high level.
There might be. I think on the West Coast there's a sportsman pilot flying one. I flew it. I liked it. I thought it was a cool plane.
Yeah, I just flew it for the first time last week.
Oh, you did?
With Philip. And,
It's fast, right?
yeah,
It's really fast.
it's got the best stop, I think. Center engine I've ever. Because I was expecting it rolled so fast to overroll it, and it was just.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah.
You know the ailerons are not adjustable,
That is.
A lot
so
of.
you can't mess them up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Philip was showing me that there's only one length of that too. You can't change it.
It's actually a 2-piece wing, which is really neat.
Is it?
Yeah, he did a lot of great design changes or designs to it, and make it very easy for shipping.
The factory is really impressive.
Oh my gosh.
That's always the scariest part about extras with the one-piece wing. It's like anything happens, that wing is donezo.
Got a double roll and a half. Looks like he's descending a decent amount there. But I like that he went for it.
So you can really tell an airplane that's been painted with competition in mind, right? There's beautiful white stripe on the top of the wing and baby stripes on the bottom. So the judge can tell when it's right side up, when it's upside down. It's really easy. And then the white stripe across the side really gives the judge a good look at, is it positive, is it negative, right? Or is it right on?
Yeah.
But, I think later on we realized maybe that's not so good. Maybe they shouldn't see so good.
It is a beautiful
That's the way
purposeful
this was
paint job
supposed to be the way mine was
on
made.
that Panzer.
That's my paint job. But I'm serious. I think later on we began thinking
Just make them all dark.
Yeah. I think I'd make my airplane red if I was going to. Red looks good.
Panzer being one of the most economical, unlimited platforms you can buy.
And he's still making them.
I was going to ask you.
Made to order.
What's the brother's name? Greg. He's a great guy.
It's great. That plane really corners well.
It looks so good.
It seems like he's really gathered his
flying
thoughts
really
here. The
well.
second half of the sequence looks the tempo is a lot better, I feel.
Sometimes that's the way it is, you know. You get through the first couple of maneuvers and you think, oh, this is not going to be so bad. You kind of pump it up a little
Take a
bit.
breath. Yep.
Yeah.
And what's that saying? Fast, slow is fast. Think slow, act fast.
You know, sometimes your relative speed in the box, I'm not talking the airplane speed, I'm talking your mind speed, gets paced good. Sounds funny, but
And just
you know what
even
I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, some ones that you really fly well, you say, well, I really was feeling that good. And ones you flew bad, you're like, I don't remember that.
especially in unlimited, but even in advanced, it seems like, you know, there are a ton of great pilots, but the top 3, the top 4, they know the little cheats that give you that 0.5.
Yeah.
You know, where you are in the box and what you have to do to the airplane to make it look a certain way. You know, even though it's not in the cockpit.
That airplane looks good snapping.
Yeah, I was gonna say those
Beautiful.
are the 2 of the nicest half snaps I've seen so far. Just really beautiful. His flying looks so under control, right, and methodical, and just putting everything where it should be.
Yeah.
His positioning's been really quite good.
Almost looks robotic in that way.
Yeah, I
It's
like it. I
very,
like it a
very
lot.
paced out well.
So who is this?
Kyle Collins.
Yeah, he's having a great flight.
Yeah, got 4 half rolls here.
Miko says that last time he talked to Greg Panzer that you'd have to wait and it would cost you, but you can get one.
Push, pull, Humpty here. It's a connection figure. His last figure is a half roll, then 4x8 opposite, half loop, 2x4, and a snap and a half opposite direction. I would bring this thing all the way down, right here, which I think he did.
He did.
Yep, half roll. It looks like his level lines, even though he's not, it looks like he's climbing a little bit. He needs to just drop the nose a degree or two, doing those
He
x-axis
wouldn't be climbing
lines.
on purpose because he brought it down on the previous maneuver. So
Yep. A little too long of a pause with that snap and half, but should still score well. Nice snap. Nice flight.
Panzer
I like
really gets
I
that,
like
that
flight
nose
a
up
lot.
pitch.
Yeah.
Really did.
I thought the
Before the
beginning was a
snap.
little shaky, but he settled into it really nice.
Beautiful flight, Kyle.
All right, good.
All right, we're back on.
Welcome back, everybody. Who do we got next?
Who do we have next? Tom Thomason.
What is he
Flying
flying?
the G202, the Giles G202.
Ooh, I'm excited to see him fly.
He's one of the few that picked Program L today. I think only 4 people picked Program L.
Program which?
Seems to favor the lower powered
Lima.
airplanes.
4-cylinder airplane, but super lightweight, monocoque, carbon fiber, rolls really fast. Oopsie. Thank you. That's not
Designed
it.
by Richard Giles, right? Precursor to the MXS and MX2. He's coming into the box right now to do his warm-up.
first figure for him is going to be a double Humpty, 3/4 roll up, 2 of 4 down, quarter roll, exit upwind, level upright, and that's going to go into a looks like a wedge from level, push down, half snap to inverted, push back to vertical, half roll, exit, inverted upright. He's doing his warm-ups here. And he chose to do a Cuban 8, which is a good warm-up figure. I like to do the some type of vertical as a warm-up figure, whether it's like a Humpty or a Hammer. Come in with a lot of speed, get really high, see what the winds are at low and high, and pull the power on the downline and just see what the airplane does.
You know, before he comes in, it seems like there's a common theme with airplanes like the Giles morphing into the MXS and MX2, Extra starting out 200 horsepower and going up. That these airplanes kind of start with economics in mind, or at least power to weight and efficiency in mind, and then somehow end up into a 6-cylinder monster every single time.
Do you think that they'll ever come out with a higher cubic inch motor like Lycoming than the 580?
Do they need to?
Well, they got a 720.
Yeah, there's a big 720.
No, with the 6-cylinder for aerobatics.
I think they're probably kind of at the limit.
Yeah, I
Don't you
think so
think?
too.
Yeah.
To totally redesign it.
I've never flown behind a 390 yet, but I thought that was a really good idea for them to do with that 4-cylinder, because I think people are going a little nuts with the compression. And
Is that what's
trying
in
to
the
bump it up.
Extreme Decathlon too? 390?
Yeah.
215 horsepower, I think.
Which, as you know,
Great-
is just a
great motor.
4-cylinder 580.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great motor.
Here he's setting up to come in, and honestly, once the wheels are off the ground, you gotta always think that the judges are watching you. Presentation is really important here. It's got a really nice entry.
Wagging in. There's the
Wagging
bell.
in. He's really zooming in here. He's getting a lot of speed. Let's see if he pulls center. A little past center, we got a strong downwind here. I think I would have tried to pull that a little bit earlier, maybe 100 meters more upwind. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
And we got a 2x4 on the downline. Really nice cadence going with his hesitation rolls though. And pull back to vertical, quarter roll. And he's gonna push the level flight into the wind. So he should be going right to left. Space in the line's great. Problem though with throwing these big lines is the wind really pushes you. I think he hit that a little too soon. He's not gonna be able to drive this too far upwind. He's pushing.
That sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Back to vertical, half roll. It's really got the stops toned in here.
That Giles wing is such a beautiful.
Did you see
Wing
him push
shape.
there before pulling? Like he meant to put?
I didn't see that.
Okay. I saw it a little bit. Came out at the top, so it looked like he lost his place in the sequence there. He's driving downwind, nose down. He's descending. That might hurt his score a little bit, not much. Then he's got a push hammer here. Half roll down and then pull level going upwind, and it really needs to drive this further upwind into the box after this figure. He's got a half roll. And I think that soft pull is him trying to get lower in the box. He's really got to drive this. Got the double roll, roll and a half opposite. Is that a 2.5 roll?
No, I think it was a roll.
Roll and a half. Push half loop, 3/4 roll, quarter roll opposite, back to inverted. Good rudder control.
Fast.
Yeah, for that speed, right? Now we got another push hammer with a half roll down. He's really high right now. He really needs to bring it down. Flying, because he's flying great, so I want the judges to see this. And then he's going to go into a half roll, followed by a 4x8 opposite direction with a pull half loop, and a 2x4 on the top, and a snap and a half opposite. 1, 2. Long pause. Was that same direction? No. Having trouble seeing it this high. I should look at the TV instead. And from here we have another push hammer. I think these cold temperatures is really great. Well, colder temperatures are really great for these guys.
Yeah, the 4-cylinders seem to be at an advantage with a better advantage than they normally would be, given the cooler temps.
I agree.
Good performance out of this airplane.
Then we got a wedge here, pull vertical, 2x4, pull 45 down, full roll, exit, inverted. Should be exiting into the wind, which he's doing. And he can draw a good line here. Now he's got a push P-loop, full roll at the bottom, push around, 2 of 2 at the top, followed by a 3/4 roll down. He's going to exit on the Y. And I think he's getting pushed in the back of the box, so I think he's going to bring it to us, I would say. Flat spotted a couple areas on that loop, but still got a good figure going. A little over there. He's going to fix it here in the pull. And then pull hammer. This looks like a connector figure. Gorgeous airplane.
It really is. Very capable airplane.
You see, the wind seems to be pushing away, right?
Yeah.
And you got a 1/4 roll
Really see
down.
the wind on that maneuver.
And just in that figure alone, I'd say he got moved almost 150 feet. Got a hammerhead here, half roll on the 45 out, push hammer. After the hammer, the vertical down, he's got a half roll. And then that goes into a goldfish, or half goldfish, where it's pull 45, half snap, pull around to to 45 up, followed by 2 half rolls. So you can really keep driving this. Go. Long, long line. He's got a half flick. Now he's got to really hold this for the next. He's trying to hold it. He's near vertical there.
Yep.
Short after and off the line. That might hurt his scores a little bit, that figure. You're gonna pull around the 45 up. Two of 2. Level upright. Now he's gonna drive this, get some speed. He's got a half loop followed by a 3x2 from there. Super slow, but the airplane's light, got a lot of power. Really got on it there. Stalled out the wing a little bit. 2, 3 half rolls. And then it's really got to drive this figure. I get my nose down just slightly here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a push going. And then this is going to be 4 half rolls. Nice figure going. 1, 2.
Put it right in front of the judges.
Yeah, really nice. 4. Nice sequence. Solid.
Nice job, Tom.
Yeah, really nice sequence. Unknown's a tough man.
Brett Davenport says, Force Fox, you are just killing it with the video.
Thanks, Brett.
Says, thank you, Brett. Brett Davenport,
Yeah,
of
the
course,
flying
owning one of the
overall,
best
there hasn't been
looking.
any major mistakes.
Pitts
it's
S1s
really impressive
on the planet.
to see. Like, there's no big brain fades, right? It's pretty impressive, actually.
Well, it's very complicated maneuver.
Yeah.
Advanced,
Yeah.
at least in my day.
Yep, for sure.
What do you
Maybe
think?
we'd
The,
have to start intermediate.
yeah. What do you think the perfect advanced platform is with budget in mind? So say you had, let's say here, say you had $100,000, 100 to 100. I'm trying to think of a good, like 90 to 110 ish.
I'd say if you could find an extra 230.
230. I don't know whether you could. It's probably too much money, but a 300S. I test flew a 300S. My company, we did 1,000 hour on an airplane, and I hadn't flown a 300S in forever, and I got in, and I was like, feels like old home week.
Yeah.
And the ailerons were set up really
I think
nice.
it's one of the. I think the S, and I have, we have S, but like I think the S is one of the best looking aerobatic planes.
It's a beautiful airplane.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
I
In
wonder
fact,
how many S's there are left.
So they built, I think, 42 of them, right? I think that's the number that was built. So yeah, it'd be a good question. Figure that out. There was a lot of them in the States for a while.
Yeah.
who do we got next?
Up next, Michael Hartenstein flying his Pitts S1.
All right.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking
He
about.
is a fantastic competitor.
Fresh off a contest. Did really well.
Flies an S1S. He also opted for Program B today for the unknown. Doing his warm-up figure right now. Mike hails from California. I believe he's Southern California.
Loves avocados
Loves avocados.
and anything made with matcha.
I've been told that he works for Lockheed.
Is it really?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
potentially for Skunkworks, but we can't talk about that.
We can't talk about that. We just did.
If you guys are just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. You're watching 2022 U.S. National Aerobatic Championships here in Salina, Kansas. We're just about halfway through the order of flight here.
So, do y'all know this particular pit's how it's modified?
I don't know. Mr. Davenport, in the comment section, could you let us know what Hartenstein's mods are? I know it's got a few things done to it. It flies it really well.
Almost all of them have the different ailerons now than the
I know it's got-
original ailerons.
It's got 2 wings.
It's got two wings.
It's got 2 wings.
Four ailerons.
It really puts the buy in plane. I don't know that they're. I think they're stock Pitts wings. They're not wolf wings. Here comes wagon in.
So we got a downwind entry here. I'm sorry, upwind entry. It's a wedge, pull vertical, 2x4, pull 45 down, full roll, exit, inverted.
The tension wires on Mike's airplane really sing. It's such a fun element to watching his sequence. It's a beautiful sounding airplane. Almost like the gun ports on a P-51.
Tell you right away, it feels like he's just ready to play. He's really flying well. Seems like he's ahead of the sequence a little bit. He's flying upwind into the box, which is great. He's got 2 of 2 here. Torqued off a little bit. Good spacing.
The black and white paint job looks really cool. And for those who might remember Bob Myers' airplane, the Phoenix biplane, which was just one of the coolest biplanes
Yeah.
there ever was, right? Built
It's
by
amazing,
Myers,
man.
painted a lot like this one.
So, fun fact on that, Mike. Brett Davenport says this is a Bob Meyer custom-built airplane.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
that makes sense. Extra flying wires, bigger motor, constant speed prop, custom ailerons.
The aileron, yeah, that thing rolls really
Rolling
nice.
faster than the stock.
He's
Thanks,
keeping
Brett.
it super tight, and this guy knows how to work winds. He's knows what's going on up there. He's definitely keeping it upwind.
Looks very confident in the sequence.
Next figure, we got a 3-line stall turn, pull 45 up, half roll, push vertical. And this line can be short or long, it doesn't matter, as long as you show them a line. And then we got a half roll down here. Into a double roll and L. He's probably gonna hit this right away. Yep, here we go. And then a roll and a half opposite. And then push half loop. And he did everything he can to keep that in the box. And then we got a 3/4 roll, quarter roll opposite. Yeah, descending slightly, but doing a great job. And then here's a connector figure. He's climbing into the next figure, but I'm thinking he thinks he needs some altitude here, so he's cheating. He's cheating a little bit, which is fine.
For those that listen to the FCS episode where we do some picks, Michael Hartenstein was on my list to make the team.
He's flying really well. He's flying just like a freestyle.
Phenomenal pilot. He's looking really, really good.
I hope he keeps it going. I really like this flight.
He's putting it right in front of the judges every single time.
Yep, he's taking a break.
Oh, taking a break.
But that's a
Okay.
great decision. He was getting
Where
low.
did he take the break?
He took it after the connector, which was smart because why do the figure before it, which is a connector figure? He's going to come in here with figure 8 with as much speed as possible and put it where he wants.
So we've seen
Both
both
planned this break.
both S1s today took a break.
You know, the funny thing is, this maneuver, what is it, 8? It's actually been gaining altitude. If you watch, people have been high on the sequence.
Yeah.
They gained altitude on this. Not a bunch, but 400 feet on this one. So,
I don't think it was planned because if you looked at when he finished this figure, he was really trying to cheat here to get more altitude. Whereas if he knew he was going to take a break, it wouldn't have mattered.
I think it was planned because he wasn't running out of box, he wasn't running out of airspeed, he
Yeah.
didn't look
Yeah,
desperate.
yeah,
He made
I
it
think it
really
was
cool
planned.
about
to me,
it.
it looked
Yeah.
Because I don't
Okay.
really think he needed to. Do you?
And I don't agree with you that he was climbing. I think the pitch of the airplane, because he was slow,
The trajectory.
right?
Just a
it
little angle of
it
attack.
It just looked like that.
Yeah.
Martha says he's climbing.
Did you
Okay.
say this?
Martha says he was climbing.
Stick
You know,
with,
Martha
Just
hasn't
so
said much
I
here.
was gonna say, just so everybody knows, Martha Martin is here, David's wife, and Martha's watched more aerobatics than probably all of us combined. So
All right. Mike has reset,
here we go.
re-entered the box, and he'll complete this.
Double
complete
Humpty
his flight.
here. Pull vertical, 3/4 roll. And this is a really tough box here. I'll get to that in a second, but we got to pull down to vertical 2x4.
Is he a little under on that?
Got a lot of intersecting runways, a lot of things to throw you off. It's not easy. A little over on that last quarter.
That's been the common theme. A lot of people have said that it's a little bit of a confusing box.
This morning, today's the first day since practice began that the wind's out in the water.
He's going to push to level here. A little high here, but I get it.
Yeah, they were completely opposite.
Push down
yesterday.
45, half
Always
snap.
dipping opposite.
Yeah.
Let's see if he wraps this up. Ooh. He was over. He's gonna.
He held it.
Good thing he fixed it. Fixing it in the push the vertical up. Kind of lost sight of him.
Yeah, that might be an out.
If he gets there, you can see the TV.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the
Yeah, me
TV.
too.
This is gonna have to be a long drive here.
Yeah.
Bring it back into center.
Sometimes those snaps really get away from you. You get so amped up and you really want to hit them hard, and they really wrap up and rotate fast, and you miss it. But it was a good rotation, good entry to it. All right, we got a push 45. This is a connection figure. So push 45 and then 5/8 loop back to levels, half Cuban or half reverse Cuban. And we're going into figure 11, which is a pull 45 half snap.
Keep it a little bit higher this time.
Yep. And he's pulling back around to 45 up with a 2 of 2 on the 45 up, cap off, level upright. He's really flying the plane nice. And he's not over pulling too. He's really getting the right amount of G on it. Not killing a lot of energy. 4/4 into a push half loop with 4 half rolls. Finish inverted into a connector figure, which is a push pull Humpty. I'd say out of all the flights, he's one of the top guys working the winds. You agree with that?
Seems to be yeah, absolutely.
Definitely doing a great job with the wind. Last figure, half roll, 4x8, pull around half loop, 2x4, snap and a half opposite direction. Really crisp.
This airplane looks right at home.
It's definitely capable, isn't it?
Absolutely. It rolls clean. Snaps really clean.
Solid flight.
Yeah,
Solid
great
flight.
flight. Nice job, Mike.
it's just fun to watch a biplane flown so clean like that.
Absolutely. It's probably one of the funner platforms to see when it's flown well in here. Just becoming less and less common. For those asking for order of flight, let me work on that. I don't know how we can post that in here. in the comment section.
Who just flew? Mark? Who was just flying?
Michael Hartenstein.
That was some solid flying. It's nice when you see somebody really work the winds well, you know?
Yeah, and nice to see a pit's flying well.
Yeah.
That's probably fair. Might have heard on the radio there, Don Hartman cleared into the box, cleared for his warm-up figure, flying at 300S. I'm excited to see his flight. I'm really excited to watch this flight.
Don, I haven't seen him fly yet.
Which
I know
300S is this?
it's it used to be Jason Newberg's. It was red, white, and blue with a white and red checkered tail.
Okay.
He's had it for, I'd say, 10 years now, right?
A long time.
He was on the 2019 advanced team. Been in advance for maybe 7 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Decent amount of.
He's an experienced advanced.
Brittany Nielsen, thanks for posting order of flight.
But he's a really, really great pilot. Super nice guy.
Better half to Grant Nielsen, posting in the comment section. Thank you for that.
Hails from Florida.
Grant had a great flight.
One of the lucky people who have a box over their house and runway. Not
Where
like.
in Florida?
I believe he's in by Boynton.
Yeah.
No, Boynton Beach. I think he's on the East Coast.
Is it Hartman?
Yeah, yeah.
Hartman's, Boynton Beach, West Palm. Willis Glider Port.
It's tough flying in New York. Let me tell you.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how I do it. Got 747s flying by me. Noise complaints.
Don's better half Monique, non-pilot but a vital volunteer to their aerobatic chapter. Both Don and Monique, huge advocates for the sport.
He's opting for the Cuban 8, horizontal 8. Thinking he's doing this to see what the wind's going to be doing with him.
We
It's
haven't
also-
seen Don's flight yet, but by all accounts, everybody's saying he's been just flying really, really well.
The good thing about doing this figure as a warm-up is you getting as much G on yourself before the sequence as possible instead of, what I was saying before, doing a vertical up and a vertical down. This really allows you to see a lot of the box,
Don also choosing to fly Program B.
You guys have a box over the field down in Texas?
No, but it's close.
Okay.
We've had one over the field before. How did you do your wind check? What was your technique?
So I got a straight stretch of road and I found a place.
That's what I did.
And I would do a constant radius,
Oh, you do a turn? But you do the 360?
360-degree turn, and I figured out how far I drifted off and how far back I was from the house or from whatever, or the intersection of the road or whatever.
But at a contest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go down the road, and you could do it easy here,
Yeah.
and just look out the bottom. Watch
Right.
it drift.
Just see yourself, yeah.
Do it, and you could do it like in Grayson County. You could do it both ways real easy, and you could do it here with section
Yeah.
lanes.
Yep.
I'd never
I
been.
wasn't smart enough to do that circle thing.
Well, we
That-
Yankees were
that-
pretty smart, right, Jeff?
That whole
Brilliant.
holding a constant rate thing, that sounds hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth,
I think he didn't really know what he was
hold the
doing.
picture out the window.
All right, here come the wags, followed by the cowbell. Don Hartman into the box.
Pull vertical 2x4, pull 45 down, full roll, exit, inverted. And he's got that thing spooled up. I love it. Good points. He's got a 45 down, full roll here. Push level. And he's got a full roll P-loop, 2 of 2 on the top. 2 vertical down with a 3/4 roll to exit on the Y. 1, 2.
Probably a testament to the wind, but we're seeing, I think, a few more actual birds
Yeah.
soaring up there now than we were before. Maybe a sign that the wind's picking up.
pull, Humpty, pull, Humpty, quarter roll down. Quarter roll. We're going to go into a half loop with the 3 half rolls on the top.
You were talking about, hey, what's your favorite airplane for advance with a budget and so forth. Like, this airplane has no trouble at all with the sequence, right?
Yes.
It's just
Very, very happy in advance.
rocking through it.
And honestly, you could probably buy one. Well, I know prices are inflated right now, but we were seeing them for 150 grand.
Or less.
Yeah, or less.
Got a half roll down on the vertical here.
I think Patty bought hers for less.
Cool. Got a double roll, roll and a half, push half loop. I think you're right, Mike. I mean, this sequence, it's really great for altitude and energy management. And I think a lot of the people that have been flying it are landing and coming back down and being like, wow, I didn't lose a lot of altitude there.
Yeah, and it's
Gained a
hard
lot.
to plan the whole sequence from a certain altitude, then in the middle of it,
Yep.
you realize you're high, but
Yeah, and most everybody thought about this last night in their hotel room, right? They have all the numbers written on their card and everything else.
it's
Yep.
hard to change.
It's just hard to change once you arrive at the airport and the sequence starts, right?
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
This is a connector figure. He's going to pull around 5/8 loop here, and he's going to go into a double Humpty, which is a pull vertical, 3/4 roll, pull off the top, vertical down 2 times 4, pull back to vertical, quarter roll, exit downwind.
As David talked about earlier, if everybody's high and you're the same, it's not a disadvantage.
Right.
I'd say everybody's pretty much been high.
Yeah.
It's flown
Yeah.
well.
It's going to be interesting to see where the number 1 pilot flies his sequence, how he flies it, if he flies conservative or really goes for it.
Honestly, we could be watching number 1.
Yeah.
This is a solid flight so far.
No, I mean going into it.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, push off the top here. And this is going into the figure everybody kind of doesn't like too much. Push 45 down, half snap, followed by push to vertical. Yeah, a little over, a little bobble. Half roll. He's going to pull off the top. It's a great, if you submit the figure, it's a great figure if you've flown it a lot. I think a lot of people have never done a push to vertical from 45 down inverted. So it's a
Long push.
It's a long push for advanced.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that in advance.
Yeah. And I think that to make that figure look good, you got to draw a long 45 down and get a lot of speed to get that push to vertical.
Yeah, and physically, when you think about it, you just made a huge push, upside down, another push, then a high G at the bottom. So when you're talking about G tolerance,
Yep.
this is where it really
That's the
counts,
test.
right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that till now. Okay, we got a goldfish, pull 45 half snap to the right to the judges, so he's working on his presentation. Not a lot of people can half snap to both directions, so it's good flick. And then pull back to 45 up, 2 times 2, exit level upright. Very controlled flight right now. Okay, then we got 4 times 4, push half loop with 4 half rolls.
Fly Guy 12 asking when Grant Nielsen flies. He actually flew first today. Poor Grant was the wind dummy this morning.
2, 3, back to, you got a connector figure here. It's going to be a push Humpty. Looks like he's getting a little on judge wind because I see a wind corrector to get it a little bit away from the judge on that. I don't know if you guys saw the dip in the wing there in the push.
I didn't see that.
And vertical down, and then pull level. Then he's got his final figure, half roll, 4 of 8, pull around, 2 times 4, and then a snap and a half. A little soft on the points, and 2 times 4.
Snap and a half is not an easy roll.
End flight.
Pretty good.
Good flight,
Yeah.
Don.
Great job, Don. He's
I don't
gonna be
know.
happy with that.
Now that we're getting along in
you
the
like
flight,
that
it's
one?
hard to separate all of them, but that was super clean.
I got that as. I think that's going to take the top spot.
I
That
think
was super clean.
We actually got
top 3 would be that might be
Top 3 I have.
Martha thinks
top
it was the
honors,
best, so
honestly.
maybe.
Yeah.
Martha actually said something. So
Martha's got money on Don, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have Don,
That was beautiful.
Marco, and Spanky. That's my top 3 right
That's
now.
probably fair, honestly.
which airplane was Marco?
He was a laser.
Yeah, I agree.
Don's got to be very happy with that.
Yeah, great flight. I don't know if this is right though, but this last figure, I think the way I would plan to fly it, it's a so it's a half roll followed by 4x8 and a pull around loop with the 2-4 with the. It's not bad. I make that cadence as long as possible on that 204. Make the loop really tight to try to get as much energy, but
Yeah.
really don't rush that 204 because you need as much time to build up
'cause it gives
speed.
you a little bit of speed.
You know, and I'm kind of seeing a lot of times they're rushing this. It's obviously an unknown and a lot going on, but like little things like that, I think is where you could really separate yourself from the pack. You know, but that was a solid flight, and a lot of his wind correctors you didn't see unless you were certain
I
not
didn't see
like.
much of it at all. I just thought
Yeah.
it was really solid. The whole thing was.
I agree.
This will be kind of a fun back-to-back because we have somebody coming up in a 330 SE.
Who do we have?
We got Mario Markua flying AJ Wilder's 330.
Oh, very nice. Serial 1.
Serial number 1. He's flying also Program B.
Mario comes from
Warm up.
Guatemala. Great guy. His favorite color is school bus yellow.
Yeah, right.
Owns a 330 SC in Guatemala. AJ was nice enough to come let him borrow his SC to fly at Nationals.
And he can believe it's not butter.
Ben, yes, there was a break in the live feed. We had to do a break for the judges to review some of that video footage. So if you look at we probably started this back up about a little less than, maybe a quarter of the way through the field. The video before, previously, we'll have everybody else.
Sorry about that. Good catch, Martha. Sequence F?
He is sequence B.
Oh, B.
Mario's also flying Program B. Again, very common, picked by most of the competitors today. If you're just joining in, we're a little maybe on the back half here.
3/4 way through.
Yep. Advanced. Unknown Program 1 today.
Then they have another unknown that distincts the team selection. It's a team selection year for advanced. They're going to be competing in Jean, Nevada, home turf. So we got a lot of competitors out here. Makes it it's tough to be on a team and ship an airplane and take it apart. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of time, and
This is definitely the year you want to make the advanced team.
yeah. I hear it.
I think I heard a bell. I didn't see the wag.
Got to pull vertical 204, pull 45 down, full roll. You guys know what the sequence is at this point. Super fast roll rate. Two of two on the top here. One, little flat spot. Pinched on the back, 3/4 roll down. He's coming to the judge. He's really close here. He's got to get onto this next figure really quick. He realized he was close. He got out of that humpty quick to, I guess, position himself a little bit deeper in the box. Got a half loop here with a
Wind does seem to be picking up
3x2 on the
across the
top.
box now.
2, 3. And that goes into a 45 up half roll push hammer with a half roll down. Kind of lost himself in the sequence there, I think. Might score. Half roll
What was
down.
it supposed to be?
That was 3 line.
Oh, it's 45. Is that what?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 45 half roll. Got the roll rotations right on the bottom of that. Push half loop with a 3/4 roll, quarter roll opposite.
Ben, all the previous live feeds do save as videos, so yes, it is there.
A little over on that. And going into a wind corrector here. Looks to be climbing. And it's going to be a horizontal 8 or 5/8 loop to 45 up, half roll. And then pull around to level flight. And this is going into that double Humpty figure that people seem to be really gaining a lot of energy with in altitude. It's a pull vertical, 3/4 roll, pull around 2 of 4 down, pull back to vertical, quarter roll, cap off level upright. He seems to have put himself in a better position in the box with that connector. Got a 2x4 here. He should be heading downwind, which he's going to do. And this is going into a wedge. Push 45 down, half snap, push around to vertical. Let's see if he builds up enough speed here to get a good push and a good placement with the half roll. A little over. Fix it in the push.
That's probably going to be an out there.
Getting the vertical.
It makes my head hurt watching it.
And he's capping off level and vertical. He's really going to have to drive this one.
Yeah. The wind doesn't seem to be pushing towards the judges' line, so that's good.
Entered into the connector figure a little early, I would say. Pulling around. He's going to be going into a goldfish, which is a 45 up, half snap. Pull back around to 45 up, 2 of 2. Next figure is going to be a 4-point roll. See if he drives this more upwind. 1, 2, followed by push half loop and 4 half rolls. And that's going into a connector figure, which is going to be a push, push, pull, Humpty. Into that final figure, half roll, 4x8, pull around half loop, 2x4. Snap and half opposite direction. Good snap and a half. Slightly climbing, but good. Nice flight, Mario.
So we ready now. So Paul might come on Friday. When's the advance next unknown?
Friday?
It's Friday?
I believe so. The selection's Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul do you know who Paul Donner is? He was 2-time advance national champion and on the team. He said he might stop.
Oh, neat.
It'd be nice to get him to come over and watch.
Yeah.
Can you imagine though going to like we have the university teams here, going to UND or MSU and be like, guys, you have to go to nationals in this school. You're on a team.
Yeah. We didn't
Such a
get that.
terrible job.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
James, to answer your question, and Mr. Goulin's sitting right here, but he can answer better. But he was flying his Edge 540 V3 with the Alpina livery in Indy in 2018.
V2.
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 Love it.
Beautiful airplane.
You've made my
Thank you
life.
for hanging out with us, guys.
I enjoyed it.
David and
We
Martha
hope to see you
Martin are
back
going to say bye.
in the
Nice to
Bucher
meet y'all.
in
I've heard
Sportsman.
about you over the years.
Oh gosh.
Somebody was telling me the other day. It's like, these guys are talking about you on the.
We would love to have you on the
Really? They're that
podcast.
bored they have to talk about Mike and I?
Yep.
We are.
Got nothing else to do?
Clearly, they're scraping the bottom.
Well, thanks.
Are you guys leaving today?
Yeah, we're gonna head home
Okay.
about 5.
How long of a flight is that home?
A couple hours.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
that's not bad.
Easy peasy.
Do you always dead stick your airplanes in now?
Always.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you guys know they bought a Gulfstream and at like 410 from 150 miles out, Dave just shuts them both down and they just glide it on in.
Yeah.
If you put the rat out, keep the hydraulics running, it's all good, man.
I
Fuel,
don't
fuel,
need- I
fuel
don't
is
need that.
He
expensive
doesn't
now.
need all of that.
Fuel is very expensive. I get it.
All right, this looks like
See you guys later.
Ryan Chapman. But let me look.
This is another Canadian hockey. Aerobatic player.
Ryan Chapman
Ryan Chapman.
in his Staudica, doing his warm-up figure now, flying Program B as well.
Super nice guy. I got to talking with him. Talking
Fantastic
about
human being.
Fitness. Guy bench presses like 500 pounds. He's jacked.
He could break all of our torsos in half.
He actually just signed his tail, right, Mike?
I did.
So-
I was like, are you sure you want me to do that? Yeah. Are you sure you want me to do that?
So Mike currently increased the value of this airplane by at least $100,000. And Mark Pollard currently got up and is on his way to the porta potty. Must have been that spicy food last night.
And we talked about this yesterday, but for the people that weren't listening, this is, I think, the second Staudica that was built. But in the beginning, John built, I don't know how many kits, but not too many. And actually, this is an airplane that Gene Hackman and his son came and purchased, the actor, and took delivery of it. And they drove it home in a semi-truck, and a guy by the name of Ian Patton put it together. And
That
was
is cool.
Out there in.
I didn't know Gene
owned it.
Hackman was into flying.
Yeah, I was. Yep. And
Did you ever get to meet him? Because of
I
flying
did not meet him. Nope. It was,
He's a great actor. Great actor. It's amazing too. I mean, the Staudica is still super competitive today.
so great. Yep.
And it's when was the first flight of a Staudica? 1989?
1990 probably.
1990. So that's
Yep.
gosh,
1990,
over
yeah.
30 years, and it's still kicking butt.
Yeah, it's still awesome. Here he comes.
Coming in with a lot of energy. I like it. Looks like he's flying sequence B. We'll check with Pollard. 2 of 4 up. There we go. Into the wind, full roll down from the 45, and then push level. Going into that P-loop figure, which is a full roll, push around 2 of 2 on the top, 3/4 roll down on the wide, coming to the judges. I'm guessing where he is right now, he's probably going to take it to us. That 3/4 roll down. How was the porta potty, Mark?
It was fantastic.
Nice.
It was fantastic. I've noticed that you have not peed at all today. I don't think you're hydrating.
I'm currently wearing a diaper because I'm obsessed with not missing aerobatics.
Smart.
Really bringing it down to the judges. I
Really.
like it.
Right in front.
If he can keep this up like this, he's going to score really
yeah, I
nice.
was going to say the first 2 figures that he did, I just couldn't see anything wrong with them. Really, really nice flying.
Quarter roll. This is a connector figure. Going into a half loop 3 of 2. I'm telling you, if he keeps it tight, he's going to be really happy.
I was telling Ryan earlier today just how impressive it is to watch the Panzer II that Kyle's flying, but the Staudica, the way you can load this airplane and cap off and it just corners, it's significantly noticeable over other airplanes.
Seems like he's ahead of the sequence here, which is good for an unknown. It's not, doesn't look rushed. Very controlled, not over pushing or over pulling. See here, he's got a hammerhead and a half roll down. He's going to be going into that really high rotation figure where it's a double roll, roll and a half, push around, and 3/4 roll, 1/4 roll opposite. There is 2 rolls, roll and a half, and push. Really got to get on it here. I think he's trying to just get the nose in the right direction after that push with the gyroscopics. 1/4 roll back. Nice figure.
This is beautiful. might be his best flight of the week so far.
Yeah, really working the wind. He's got his connector figure here, which is that horizontal S. Very controlled.
He knows he can keep it lower in the box than others. I mean, you really notice how much he can roll out at any descending figure. I'd say roll out,
Yeah.
pull out.
Hopefully he drives this figure just keep driving it. And he's got a double Humpty here. Good for you, Ryan. There you go, buddy. 3/4 roll up, pull around 2 of 4 down, back to vertical, quarter roll. I really like this flight going.
I tell you what, this
What-
might be,
What a good tempo.
yeah, this might be another top 3 contendership flight.
Quarter roll. Really looks like the wind component's picking up there. Big X component wind. Then we got to push down, half snap. There you go, buddy. A little ratchet, but good.
Yeah.
Got a lot of speed. I like the way he flew that first part. See how you got speed on that? So nice. Just hold it. Draw a line. Now go. Ooh, he's gonna be working
He's
here.
gonna be slow here.
This is tough. This is
Yep.
tough. He's probably dancing on the rudders right now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of it though.
Yeah. Hard figure. Pulled it off.
You know, this is a great time to just take it north, past the judges,
Yep.
gain speed.
Now he's got to push 45. This connector figure. Push 45. Nothing on it. And then pull around to level flight. And you don't want to draw a lot of speed from this because you have a half flick. I mean, you could always pull power, but you don't want to draw this massive 45 up because you're gonna have a super long line before. Because you can't do a half flick at 180. You know. And I think that's why we're seeing that connector figure flown tight,
Yeah,
which is smart.
makes sense. Going back to what Michael Goulian said earlier about these being kind of gaining altitude through the sequence of Program B. We are seeing Ryan a little higher here towards the end of his sequence than at the beginning. Not too high, but definitely has gained altitude throughout the sequence, throughout the flight.
Got a 4-4 right there, really nice. Push half loop into a 4 of 2, 4 half rolls. 1, 2. And then that goes into a connector figure, which is a push, pull Humpty. And this, I'm guessing, I mean, the way he's flying, he's going to bring this right to the bottom of the box. And just put this
He
last
should.
figure right in the judges' faces.
Absolutely.
Show him what the Stoic is about. Let him see the signature on the tail.
Yeah, show Mikey G the Dawn signature on that tail.
Half roll. 2, 3, 4. Good. He's got a 2 of 4. 1, 2. Snap and a half. Nicely done. That,
What a beautiful flight, Ryan.
I gotta be honest.
Dang.
I gotta.
I might put him in 2.
I mean, a lot of things are going to come into this presentation, this and that, but it's whoever the top 3 are right now. It's going to be minor
close.
points.
Yes.
Minor points.
Man,
You can go
what
either
a
way.
beautiful flight.
Yeah, I liked it.
Coached by Luke Penner.
Of course.
So, you know, it was just
What do
beautiful.
you think they do for training?
I think they have to take shots of maple syrup.
Oh yeah, that goes without
Have to.
saying.
James asked how Salina treating you all. I gotta say, this week, the forecast
First class.
so far. I mean, the weather has been great. A little breezy, but it's nice. It's the
Always
I don't even know if
breezy
it's
in
80
Kansas, right?
I don't know if it's 80 degrees. It's got to be like high 70s, like 78
The
degrees.
Nationals are a week before or 2 weeks before this.
78 right now.
78 right now. Yeah, there you go. I nailed it.
87 yesterday, so that's cool.
So
Yeah.
you got a judges break.
Horrible. They did great.
Today is a wonderful day out here, and I think tomorrow will be even maybe slightly cooler. But
And the airport and the city of Salina have been fantastic.
yes,
Whatever that's worth.
oh, it's worth a ton.
Speaking
I
of that,
mean,
we should probably go over our sponsors right now.
yeah, the airport, air traffic control, ops have all been phenomenal.
Yeah. So Aura Aero, platinum sponsor. Check them out on aura-aero.com /en/ because they're a French company, so the English version. Gold sponsors, extra aerobatic planes. Simply just incredible planes.
Winningest airplane at Worlds.
Softy emergency parachutes. MT propeller. Aircraft spruce. MX Aircraft Company. Goody Thomas. Tom Rhodes. Jerry Peggy Reininger.
You guys can't see this on the live feed, but AJ Wilder is attacking Jeff Petroselli right now with pinches. I mean, brutal. These are brutal.
They're technically called monkey bites.
Monkey.
So we got AJ here. AJ flies serial number 1 SC. I've flown it. It's a great airplane. AJ's flying unlimited right now. He's training with the air guitar specialist Bobby Holly.
Bobby Holly.
How do you like training with Rob?
Here
It's
comes
hard,
the,
right?
Here comes the Adam Messenheimer review. It's good.
It's good. It's good.
It hurts.
It hurts.
a lot.
Hurts a lot. Pain. There's pain.
There's a lot of pain. Do you usually just train? Is it just you and Rob usually, or does Mario and Johnny come up?
Now they come up.
That's nice. So it takes away a little bit
Rabbi
of the pain.
Conference will sign off for
Yeah,
you
but
guys.
then Johnny bleeds in the
All right, guys. I think you heard Ford saying that. We're gonna kill the audio right now.
Oh, let me just finish
have
the
a,
finish the sponsors here. Jerry Peggy Redinger, Marty Flournoy, David and Martha Martin, who you just saw, John Osmeyer. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Jim Burke, El Presidente, sponsoring it up. Doug and Pat Souter, silver sponsors, SAS Schilling Aviation Services, Dagmar Kress, Mike Goulian, Patty Wagstaff, Greg Principato, John.
He's getting brutally attacked.
We'll finish up later.
All right. Oh, that was too much. All right, we're gonna sign off, guys. On the commentary, we'll
Oh, wait,
be
I
right
got
back.
a couple more.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let me just get through it.
They're all waiting on you.
Oh, really? Okay. John will come. Rumblebee Air Shows.
Right?
Duncan Corbell. Keith Dunn. Wi-Fi sponsor, IAC Chapter 89. North. This is how much I love the IAC. See what I'm doing for the IAC? I'm taking brutal pain. Northwest Insurance Group. Wi-Fi sponsor, IAC Chapter 89. Gordon and Lori Penner. Lori's feeling a little under weather, and I wish her all the best. Craig Gifford. Bill Denton. And that's it. See y'all
All right.
later.
All right, guys.
Please sign up.
We'll,
Please go.
The feed will not end, but we're just shutting down the commentary for a bit. We'll be right back, guys.
right?
Let me know when we can talk.
Go for it.
Are we live?
Okay. I'll buzz you.
We're back.
We're back. Judges reviewed the stuff they needed to review.
Jeff was right. We can't
Chief
talk
Judge.
about it though.
Yep, can't talk about it. Chief Judge is to launch the next airplane,
The
which is
glove.
going to be...
The glove fit. We quit.
Oh, the LA looks man himself, Michael Silibirdi, up next.
Oh my gosh.
So we should be hearing him take off here any minute.
You know, before Mike started flying aerobatics, he was actually a model. If you ever went into a barbershop as a kid and you saw like the hairstyles on the wall, he was one of those guys.
Yeah. The spiky gel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spiky Joe. He's awesome. Love his videos. Flies a lot. He's flying it awesome.
He was one of the more impressive flights yesterday.
I think so.
Yeah.
How did he square up yesterday?
I gotta look at the results. I totally forgot to look.
We definitely practiced our
We were
show.
preoccupied last night.
Yes, we were. We had steak. It was delicious.
Yes. It was great.
But yeah, we still got AJ here. He's
Ooh.
refusing to go to the judges line.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
I'm
boundaries,
protesting.
AJ?
Oh God.
We gotta put AJ on the boundary. I mean, the Don was on the boundary. Bobby Holly was on the
Bobby
boundary.
Holly.
Gotta talk to him about that.
Mikey was too.
The Don. You don't know we call him the Don?
You called Mikey the Don.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
the
that was
Godfather.
Bobby.
Yeah, we play the Godfather theme every time he comes.
God. That's funny.
And we just gave him a pinky ring. I swear, we just gave him a gift. I'm trying to find the results here. How are you feeling about going into the flight tomorrow?
Feel good. I mean, you can see you can't fly defensively.
No.
I mean, it just you have to just go all out and try to get the biggest hard zero you can.
Yeah.
Full send.
The biggest hard zero you can. I love it. I love it. Are you getting?
flying?
I'm not flying
Why?
because
You spoke about this for like 150,000 podcasts
That was awesome.
about how you're breaking in unlimited.
says the guy
and-
that never listens to the show.
I get feedback from Mario and Wacker.
Yeah, I know. Everybody doesn't believe me. I'm fine with that though. I'm fine. In fact, I was going to join a different aerobatic team with Krista and Adam Coate. We're going to join the Virgin Islands aerobatic team. Pina coladas are free for all members.
Hey, did you learn tail slides yet?
No, did not learn tail slides.
Who helped with that one?
Yeah, you did. Trying to find the results here from yesterday's free. Okay, yesterday's free. Dunphy won, and Dunphy is very serious. I tried to talk to him before. Put his hand in my face. I said, "Not now, Petro. Not now." I said, "Okay."
He kind of literally did.
Marty Flournoy finished second. Well, Silibirdi finished yesterday's flight, and let's see if I can count, in 5th place. I thought maybe because it was high. It was a little high,
Yeah.
It's a little far back.
a little far back. Britt Lincoln finished right above him. Britt's, first year in advanced, newer airplane.
I mean, if there was like maybe an MVP award, it'd be hard not to give it to Brett Lincoln.
You should tell her
Fine.
that.
She's flying really well.
And hearts out
She
to
doesn't
Steve.
talk to me anymore. Now that she flies advanced, and she's kicking butt. Probably gonna make the team. She's like, oh, Mark who?
Marco. Yeah. The wine guy.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
Wine guy.
No, Mark loves wine.
He does?
Oh, he loves wine.
I do love wine.
We argue about this all the time. Yeah.
Real guys.
Goes
drink
the net.
Jameson.
Yeah.
Found that out last night.
We're looking at the windsock right now, and shifted
almost
about
starting to go cross
45
box.
degrees, I'd say. I
Yeah,
wish it was
yeah.
towards us, because that would be fun. Then you start seeing some stuff. Anytime it's on judge wind.
It's bizarre because if you look, there's a shear up there because these clouds are coming this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
you're
doing?
absolutely right.
We were talking, big discussion today on warm-up figures. Do you change your, or you always go with the same
No,
one?
absolutely. I change it all the time. Like tomorrow, because we had that big push first, and
Yeah.
we haven't flown for a day, I'll come in at the speed of heat and push as
At
hard
recommended manufacturing speed, yes.
as I can. And push as
VA.
hard as I can to get the blood moving around in my head.
Yeah. We were talking about Dunphy, and I had a great comment, but the guy thinks that the Fast and the Furious movie was based on his life. Literally is trying to sue the producers because they stole his life.
He lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
He does. He does. Loves family.
Loves family. It's all about family.
You know, a lot of famous people here. A lot of famous people. In fact, Britt Lincoln's father invented the traffic cone. So,
Oh, God.
there, no worries there. Do you have any interesting things of your life before aerobatics?
Nope, other than I'm healthy this year.
Yeah. Well, you had
I
that.
got nothing broken.
You had that weird phobia where you were afraid of Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. I remember that.
Where'd you come up with
What?
that? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Come on, man.
It's a real thing. People are afraid of him.
I get it. Hey, did you ever hear from Marco about being a clown at the Sebring contest?
No, but it's
He
oddly
snuck into
enough.
he snuck into like a high school prom or dance or something.
What?
And then as the clown,
Oh my
it
gosh.
was great.
That's
It's
awesome.
funny.
At the hotel or something?
Yeah,
Like they were
yeah.
having a prom at the hotel?
Yeah.
I
Leave
can
it up
see
to
that
Marco.
happening.
There's
Sure.
the reception desk.
It makes
like
sense.
greeting people
It makes sense
in a
though,
clown suit.
because we were joking around before, and we were making up all these funny things about people's bios, and he entered in, and one of the things I made up about Marco was that he loves making balloon animals. So the fact that he won the Bozo Award in Sebring is fate.
That's really
Some
cool.
call it fate.
We need one for here.
We do. We do. I don't know if we could talk about that on. We have to talk about that on our podcast.
What?
We have to be PG.
Yeah,
You can't even be PG-13.
it's probably for the best.
Yeah,
I don't think you two are capable of that.
It's hard.
it's hard.
It's really
A lot
hard.
of dead air. Well, we have to get Paulo to a contest.
I'm here. You got me here.
So we have to have you fly at a contest.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are you afraid of? What's wrong with that?
Oh, I'm not afraid of it.
Afraid
I
of
just
Charlie and the
don't-
Chocolate
I
Factory.
I don't know. I like just hanging out.
He's very competitive.
I'm the
You
least.
could fly a category and still mostly hang out.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be disrespected by everybody as much.
Jeez.
As much.
As much.
Outcast,
yeah.
As much.
As
What would it take
tough,
for you to
yeah.
fly at a contest? Like, what would you have to get?
Oh, I don't know.
What would it take you, Jeff?
Touche. Touche.
Don't pick on him.
Stop stealing my friend, Mark.
I found a slightly creaky tail sometimes.
Oh man. But no, Mark is obsessed with extras. I'm
I
not
do like extras.
Is he?
Loves extras.
They're
Loves them.
they're hard to break.
Yeah. In fact, I'm kind of surprised. You're like a midwing.
Can you elaborate?
But
Is there a snap speed for it?
not that I know of.
No.
I like Jim's paint scheme, the ISC president Jim. I love the blue and orange and white. And he's just switched props. He went to a 203 diameter core. He went to a bigger.
That cord.
It's
Sweet.
huge.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a big prop or a big cord.
Yeah. And he's flying. I haven't.
Jeff, do you like big quips?
Big what? Big props? I love big props. And
And he
it's got a
cannot lie.
lot.
But how
of
do you
thrust.
love it if you don't fly? Come on, man.
I will fly. Not in front of anybody.
I want to see you try a down loop.
No. I can't do down loops. I can't do tail slides. I can only roll one direction.
Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lots
hate
of
it.
fun.
Can you imagine though? Like I would have been so scared going into a briefing and looking at you and Goody and Holland and being like, I have to compete against these guys. You got Goody. Like Goody, I'm looking at Goody right now. He's flipping car tires because he does CrossFit. Just flipping car tires across the runway. Just sneaking in a quick workout.
He volunteered. He's the official aircraft pusher, in or outer.
Yeah.
So the entire.
Well, they felt weird saying no, but they made him the judge, the score runner. You know, where you bring the sheets, and he's doing sprints. He's not.
He's running.
You don't have to sprint, Goody. Just walk the scores to the judges' tables.
He's running 440s.
He's just doing suicides, like they're back.
Suicide.
Yeah. When Goody
There
walks,
he is, right there. Look at him. I mean,
Yeah.
just look at him.
he's just an Adonis. I feel like he was the guy back in the Roman
Carved out of
Empire
stone.
where they would carve people out. And you can't see it right now, but he's actually wearing his shoes weigh 20 pounds each just to get in a leg workout.
He's wearing a Figure One shirt. AJ, can you tell us about Figure One?
Best non-profit out there for aviation.
Yeah. And all kidding aside, Figure One.
We
what is
just actually did our first 14-year-old glider solo.
Nice.
That's so cool.
And
What's
we're
the
gonna try
website?
to. We're gonna Figure One Foundation.com. We're trying to take that person, that kid, and bring him all the way through
Nice.
that commercial.
So figure1.com, is it the number one or one O-N-E?
The number one.
And just to show you how boundary judges are, Forrest, can you zoom in on that person with the sideways boundary hat? To your right? That's what happens when you become a boundary judge. You lose your mind. You don't even know how to put a hat on. You
start wearing your hat
it's
sideways.
such a hard gig to do. You can't even put a hat on after that.
Dude, you were like hanging out at, what was the contest when you were on the boundary?
Oh, that was I was a boundary judge in Kathy Jaffe in Jersey.
You were calling me. You're like,
I don't know what you're talking about, AJ. That is not true. Does Goody live in Hawaii? Look at his leg muscles. Jeez.
He's so tan.
You
Gosh.
see the Goody's all shiny,
Yeah.
and you think he's wearing suntan lotion, but that's just his normal skin tone.
Yeah. That's
Dude,
just
he-
shiny.
He doesn't put on koala gold. He puts just straight olive oil on when he suntans.
He's got a healthy coat.
Do you think he surfs too?
He has to.
He's just riding Mavericks.
Yeah.
I think he invented surfing.
He invented surfing.
Mr. Silibirdi.
What's
Cleared.
that competition that they do where they bike, swim, and run?
Triathlon?
Triathlon. He's definitely a triathlon.
Yeah.
what do you think those spots are at? It'd be interesting if they've got to start getting breaks in.
No, I don't think
2,500? 3,000? Maybe?
That'd be
No, those are
No,
6,000 feet.
You think that's that high?
Look on
He
the,
did that, right?
the meter. Is that somebody flying?
Yeah, Silibirdi's up.
Silibirdi's
He was cleared in for his
Flying in
warm-up.
MXS with the new prop on. He's got a Hartzell Talon prop, which I hear great things about.
Who?
The Hartzell prop.
Michael's flying Program B
What's it, Sean?
in his
Not
MX
showing
aircraft
anything, Sky
MXS.
Clear.
Hails from the East Coast. Beautiful paint job. Green, black, and white.
Do you remember
lot of
flying
checkerboard.
that airplane?
I remember you flying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I flew it for a whole season.
Yeah, you flew it really good.
It was fun.
Yeah, what'd you think about that airplane?
It was good. It's twitchy.
Yeah.
The Extra just seemed a little more stable.
I love the green though.
So he's probably coming in, what, 1,000?
800.
800? So this cloud's might
He's
be...
powered back though. He's definitely powered
Yeah.
back. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's
Seems
getting
like
blown to the south,
seems
too.
like somebody definitely spoke to him yesterday with the free, that he was just climbing.
Yeah, way too high.
Wait, so I think this is an adjustment, which I get, but you know, flying at a different power setting, everything changes, right, AJ?
Yeah, especially it snaps.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Not as much gyroscopic going on.
If you're just tuning back in or tuning in, welcome.
Gotta go to work.
AJ's going to work. Have fun, AJ. You're watching the 2022 U.S. National Aerobatic Championships.
Salina,
we're doing,
Kansas,
Yeah, we're in Salina, Kansas, doing Advanced Program 1.
doing the Lord's work.
And we are probably 2/3 of the way through.
Who do we got left? Let's read it out.
8 left.
8 left, yep. We have Luke Penner,
Oh.
Robert Dumovic,
Yes.
Anthony Oceanuga,
Cool.
Clayton Kirkland, Duncan Corbell, Matthew Dunphy, Marty Flournoy. Some heavy hitters coming up on the back end
Really
there.
strong back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Silibirdi comes from the Northeast. He's been flying. He's owned and flown everything. He's
Yeah.
had Sukhois, lasers,
SC.
Pitzes, extras. He's in an MXS now.
Warm-up pilot for the 2022 U.S. Unlimited team in Poland. Flew the SC there. For those watching the live feed, are you enjoying it?
I didn't hear anything.
They didn't say anything. It's crickets.
Crickets.
We actually literally hear crickets out here, by the way. But hope you're all enjoying it. Let us know in the comments. Shoot us questions. Mike did a great job flying his warm-up at Worlds in the SC.
last minute?
Yeah, literally a last-minute call. Flew the SC. Pretty cool. All right, He wagged in. Here we go.
Flying sequence B?
Sequence B. Starting high in the box like you did yesterday a little bit. Mike's the first one, kind of has the potential to contend with some clouds kind of moving through.
Bringing it towards the judges here. Nice pull up. A little close. It's a connector figure.
Might be hard to tell, but you can really see the winds up there with some clouds in the background. Asked, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I will answer that question with another question. Is it any different than a laden swallow?
Correct question to ask back is that African swallow or European swallow?
Mike flying the MXS, single seat version of the MX2. Probably one of the most, if not the most, capable experimental unlimited aircraft ever made. What do you think in this flight so far?
Solid. I mean, it's got good rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, good tempo. Again, he's
keeping it high.
Yeah, just high. The plane has just got so much performance.
I honestly feel like I haven't heard a full power whine out of that engine this whole sequence.
Nah. And he's powered back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Takes a little bit of a cue from the cap, but the tail, that tapered tail on the MXS and the MX2 is probably the prettiest tail.
I like that he went full deflection roll right with that. He's really going for it. He wants to win. Quarter roll down. Quarter roll. Pull back to vertical.
He's taking it real close into the judges here.
Yeah, slow pull on the bottom, and that's just to reposition himself a little bit closer.
Alex Coates asked Jeff, if you didn't have an SC, what would you want to fly unlimited in?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would say Edge 540.
Edge 540, good choice.
Yeah.
You wouldn't pick Mr. Silibirdi's beautiful MXS?
I like the Edge 540. I've heard a lot of great things about it with the competition. It's really a purebred, the way it was made, you know. And I've never flown an MXS, so I guess it's not really fair for me to just go right with the Edge. But a big Kirby Chambliss fan, so
Same. Who isn't?
oh gosh, so good.
Still driving on the top of the box, it seems like.
Yeah, he's got to bring it down.
Yeah. It's a good looking flight though.
And that plane really presents well. Really presents well. And the Edge 540, I'm telling you, for what they're going for, they really came down, relatively speaking, they came down in price.
Yeah.
And it's an incredible airplane. I mean, you put an Edge 540, an SC, and an MXS, it really comes down to the pilot at that point.
Yeah, I agree. likes MXS. Going from upright to inverted really puts out a lot of blow by. It almost looks like a smoke system. It's kind of fun. Look at that. Unless that's his smoke system just letting out a little smoke. That's a lot of blow by.
He's pushing.
Yeah.
That was a really nice combination of rolls and snaps there.
Yeah.
That's going to score well. That was clean. Again, it's a little high.
High, yeah. Especially when you watch Ryan Chapman's flight, and you kind of compare them back to back. Big noticeable difference in box placement. Or placement in the box, I guess I should say. But nice flight. Alex says, Edge 540, that's what I like to hear. He agrees with you.
I love it. We're soulmates. Who we got next?
All right. Who do we have next? Oh. The maple syrup assassin. Luke Penner.
Gosh.
Oh, Canada.
So happy right now.
I'm on team maple syrup, by the way. Like, I'm all for it. In fact, I think Ryan and Luke should make team maple shirts. Maple syrup shirts.
Yeah. Fun fact about Canada is that you get free healthcare and free aerobatic coaching.
And free aerobatic coaching.
Call Luke Penner.
Call Luke. Flood his inbox. Luke flying the 300L. Hails out of Canada.
Yeah, but Luke's a great guy. I mean, he spends a lot of time flying aerobatics, and oddly enough, wants the spork to come back.
The spork. Okay.
Right, it's totally
Did it go away?
Well, nobody. He was telling me the other night. He was so underused.
For those that don't know, that's a hybrid spoon and fork.
You don't see him.
He's
much
coming into the box to do his warm up. He also chose Program B for his unknown today.
I wonder who designed Program B. Like,
I don't
somebody
know.
should get a shout out for designing that sequence.
It's certainly popular.
Yeah.
He's probably 2,000 feet there maybe? Those clouds are probably not too much higher. 2,500 feet, 3,000 maybe. Ben, I'm not sure if I'll be here for the 4-minute. Jeff, are you going to be here for the 4-minute?
When is that?
Friday?
What time?
Is that Friday or Saturday?
We might.
Friday.
Is it Friday? Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Friday morning.
Yeah.
Friday news.
Depends on when my flight leaves Friday. I got to look at it.
Mark and I charge a lot of money to.
Friday.
We charge a
Yeah.
lot of money to be here, and right now, I don't know if they can afford us.
The IAC's going broke, paying our appearance fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forrest is. He reminded me. There is rain in the forecast for Friday, unfortunately. James asked.
6,000 scattered.
Okay, 6,000, a little higher than I thought it was. Why is everybody choosing Program B?
I think it's just the best design sequence. A lot of people, it's hard designing a sequence, especially a free unknown, and the figures that were chosen, they were individually really nice figures, but they don't flow together very well. So it was really hard to put together a sequence. A lot of the figures ended high, like they were looping figures that ended slow on top. So, and you would need speed for the next one that started fast and ended slow. So
Yeah. Here he comes. Wagged
here we
in.
got an end figure here, 2 of 4.
Luke's one of the nicest guys on the planet. And a phenomenal pilot. I've been saying it all week. Probably one of the best practitioners of the 300L that I've seen in recent times. Really flies this airplane beautifully.
Yeah, got a great sequence going right now. Not rushed. Watch him float this. He's gonna nail this 2 of 2 on top. Okay, go. Wait, let it come down. Little flat spot on the top. Don't pinch the back. Little
Little
pinchy.
pinch. Yep.
3/4 roll. Good pause. There you go, buddy. So connector figure, pull, Humpty with 1/4 roll down.
Luke is an instructor. at Harv's Air, which is his family's flight school. Jeff and I have talked about this on the podcast. Luke is amongst several Canadian aerobatic pilots, and they are absolutely phenomenal. Should field the team.
Really getting everything he can out of that 300L and making it work. It is not easy what he's doing with this thing right now, and he's really making it look easy.
Luke is also the Canadian national champion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Recent Canadian advanced national champion.
A double roll here, roll and a half opposite. Skirting the bottom of the box, I'd say. But he's controlled.
Significantly lower than Silibirdi was in the box. Coming across the box now, south to north. Upwind.
He's getting a little low here. You can see him tightening it up.
Oh yeah.
So here what I would do is I would cheat
Just
this.
keep it.
I would drive this really high.
Yeah.
It's a connector figure. You're going to have to give away some points, but really keep it tighter on the backside here. See how he did
He
that?
gained a little bit, yeah.
I'd say about 100 feet.
Yeah.
Next figure is a 3/4 up. Pole is a double humpty. All poles, all positive. Looks a little positive there. Going up, a little over. See if that left wing comes back into pole. See how he, see that?
Yep.
A little bit of yaw to fix it. He blended that really nice.
Luke's favorite show is Letterkenny.
Is that Canadian?
It is Canadian.
Never heard of it.
Fantastic show on Hulu.
Quarter roll, right?
I'm just assuming he likes it because he's Canadian. I actually don't know if that's his favorite show.
Canadians are so nice. They would just admit that they like it.
They would just say, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you're into aerobatics, he's a great person to follow on YouTube and on Instagram. He's
Harv's there.
a fantastic pilot and loves putting content out there to have everybody follow. It's a nice flight.
Yeah. He's making it work.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, that plane is. I mean, you see these.
It's a little bit of an underdog in this
It is.
category.
Like
he's doing a great job.
An
though.
SC is what 1,200 pounds, and it's got a little bit more horsepower. And this is
It's probably
bigger,
1,500 pounds maybe.
bigger wing, less control surface area, less
Yeah.
power, and maybe I would say 250 to 300 pounds heavier. So it's quite a performance difference. Nice half flick. That was one of the nicer half flicks we've seen.
That was really pretty. And as we've seen, kind of common theme on Program B, a little altitude gainer as we kind of go through the back half of the sequence.
All right, here we got a 4-point roll, push half loop,
Push half loop, yeah.
and then 4 half rolls on the bottom. A little under, on, under. And he could be on, but just from the parallax, it looks it. But like we're talking, we're nitpicking here.
Minor, yeah. James, unfortunately, we don't have comms with the pilots and couldn't tell them to fly low over your house as much as we want to. We have to respect the minimum safe altitudes and airspace around us.
Okay, we got a half roll here and then a 4 of 8. A little under on that second point, but really crisp.
Nobody stops rolls in the 300L like Luke Penner.
No.
Nobody. In fact, I'd actually like to go up and actually see how his airplane is set up.
All right, good figure. Looks like he took the pedal out of that snap roll towards the end. You kind of saw it, the
Yeah.
rotation slow down a little bit, but again, nitpicking. I think that was a
Nice
really
flight.
strong flight. That's a top five flight. Twin twister.
Say that 3 times fast. All right, let's see who we have up next. And then I'm going to go to the bathroom. Mr. Robert Dumovic. He'll be coming up in the Stars and Stripes Midwing Extra 300, former Northern Lights airplane. I got to say, Rob has probably a bigger fan base in the comments, in the FCS Instagram, than most pilots here at Nationals. Everybody's really rooting for Mr. Dumovic. Of course, he put a lot of content on YouTube and on Facebook on the Aerobatic Pilots page. His journey to Nationals to compete in advanced. It's been a really fun process watching him.
Love it.
And of course, we, being a U.S. Nationals, we gotta wipe the Canada off a little bit with an American painted airplane.
Yeah. To refresh.
We gotta refresh it, right?
It's like saging.
Yeah, it's saging. We're saging the Nationals. We're just kidding.
We
of
gotta
course.
sage the aerobatic box with the American flag painted airplane.
We love our Canadian competitors to the north, and it's awesome that they come down here and compete.
So we got Dumovic next.
Robert Dumovic.
Love it. He's been training with the Don.
Yep.
And doing phenomenal. He's at Spread Aviation. Check him out. YouTube and all the other social medias, Instagram, Facebook.
He's also flying Program B.
Nice. Doing his warm up, but flying it hard. Rob flies very hard. Looks like a little negative going up.
Yeah. Getting blown to the south too. The wind's still kind of consistent up there, blowing north-south through the box.
Mm-hmm. Flying really well. First year in advanced. First year in this airplane. Just killing it. Really doing a great job. I'm excited to see how he does.
Me too.
He seems like he's ready.
Yeah.
Just judging by that warm-up figure. Comes from the Northeast.
He's pumped.
Hails from Ohio. And let's see if we have a fake hobby and interest for we can make up about him. Let me pick one
Underwater
here.
basket weaving. He loves underwater basket
That's
weaving.
actually real. That's not a fake one.
No, that's real. Rob's a DPE.
Yes, he's a DPE. So if you need any ratings, go with Rob.
Yep.
Call him up. Spread Aviation. His favorite food group is yogurt.
Okay, yogurt. All right.
I love when we get Forrest to laugh. That's when you know the joke hits.
That's a hit hard. All right, we get the cowbell. We get the wags. Robert coming in hot. That airplane sounded absolutely beautiful and wound up.
Okay, pull vertical 2x4, pull 45 down, full roll. With a little over on that first point. He's flying with a lot of energy. I like it.
Yeah.
Drawing some nice lines.
His wife says he's lactose intolerant, so I think he eats the yogurt when he's away from home.
He's lying to you.
I'm pretty sure I saw some blueberry chobani in his flight bag earlier today.
He's got a nice sequence going.
Yeah.
Beautiful 2 of 2 on the top. A little flat, but good. Nitpicking. He's got a 3/4 roll. He's going to bring it to us. Ah, that's nice. And right into the connector figure is a pull Humpty with a 1/4 roll down. I like watching Rob fly because he flies very aggressive. I like an aggressive style. It's very entertaining.
Well, it's interesting to watch Michael Lentz fly that airplane versus Rob.
Yeah.
Very different flying styles. I feel like Michael was, pretty reserved. Maybe not reserved, but a little conservative. Whereas I think Rob's giving it everything.
And you can see Rob's been watching other people fly because you can notice that as soon as he goes down, he doesn't wait to go into the next figure. So obviously he's paying attention. 45 up.
He's keeping the sequence pretty tight.
Yeah. He looks like he's got this under control.
Yeah, no, it looks great.
And this is a great figure right now. You can really take a second, breathe, draw some lines, half roll down here. And from here is going into that high K figure. It's a double roll, roll and a half, opposite direction, push half loop, 3/4 roll, 1/4 roll, opposite.
Showing the yellow belly of that former Northern Lights midwing extra. The top being painted like an American flag, but they left the bottom basically. That's former.
Nice figure.
Color
That was a
scheme.
really nice figure. Going into the connector figure, he's gonna hopefully drive this really upwind.
Just now crossing the
Center
judges right
box.
now.
This is a connector figure.
Good job.
It's a horizontal 8. I think that's the family name for it. But... And he's going to be... you may not notice it on the TV, but he's repositioning himself here. He can't... Doing a really good job of it, kind of shifting himself forward and back of the box to get him set up for the next figure, which is a double humpty, 3/4 roll up, 2 times 4 down, 1/4 roll out.
This might be his best flight of the week so far.
I think so. I think he's just letting it all hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is full deflection.
Got nothing to lose.
Yep.
Go all the way. It's looking really good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. 1/4 roll up. Wait, cap off, go. Very nice. Very nice. He's the only person to do it like that, to pop off the line like that. Push down 45.
Tons of energy on the top too.
Half snap. Push. So he's a little slow right now, so he's got to get right into it, which he did. Good job. Don't even wait. Just go. Go, 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 go. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. He's dancing. Don't drop a wing. Don't drop a wing. Good. Kept it together.
The midwing car is really hard to keep under control when it's right there kind of dancing on the stall, especially inverted. It takes a lot of control. Man, he's nailing it. Gaining that airspeed for the push.
I think he's flying the wrong figure.
Oh no.
Nope. Sorry.
Say it ain't so.
He's flying the right figure. It was a push.
Okay.
Push for. I would have zeroed this. I've already zeroed, like, calling this like 4 times. I would have been screwed.
Okay, kind of taking it to the back end of the box a little bit.
Yeah, a little off heading on that first part of that figure. He's going to cap off level upright. He's going to go into a 4-point roll, push, half loop down, followed by 4 half rolls.
Rob kind of showing that he deserves to be in advance today. Not that he hasn't every other day, but he's acting like he's been here before.
Gained a lot of altitude.
Yeah.
It's an interesting sequence. Last figure
That
here.
figure before seems to gain a lot with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary's at home right now, screaming at her computer with anticipation.
With a half roll followed by a 4 of 8.
It's a little north of the box, isn't it?
Followed by a half loop up, 2 times 4, snap and a half. I think that bottom section was supposed to be a half roll and then a 4 of 8 opposite.
Might see a 0 on that one then.
Also, the judges missed that one. Or that Jeff is wrong again.
Or that Jeff was wrong again.
Most likely Jeff is wrong.
Nice job, Rob.
That was a really strong flight. I like that flight.
Nicely done. I did not hear somebody else launch. Unless I'm wrong. No, maybe I do hear another airplane on there. Let's see here. Anthony Oceanuga. He'll be up next in his Pitts S1S.
Mark has a small bladder. And no warm-up?
No warm-up for Anthony.
Anthony's going without a warm-up figure, which I like. Just going right into it. Keeping the judges on their toes. Some strong winds here. I think we got 20 plus knots going on the surface. And maybe a little bit more at altitude. Tough to tell. Anthony flies a red Pitts special. I think he flew advanced in 18, 19, and 21. Didn't have nationals in 2020 because of COVID. And I think he flew it in 17 too. Not advanced, I think he flew intermediate in Oshkosh when we had it in Oshkosh, which was an amazing contest. Mark Pollard is still in the bathroom. He might have problems. Oh, he's out. Did not wash his hands. You have toilet paper on the bottom of your shoe. Right into it.
High in the box again. I'm pretty sure he was yesterday too. What program did you pick?
It's like that.
He picked program C.
Oh, nice. Pull that up. A little high right now. It's hard to see the pitch special when they're high because they're not a terribly big airplane.
So tiny. He seems to be working a little bit lower and lower in each figure.
Yeah,
Which is probably why he started high. Makes sense for a four-cylinder Pitts.
nailed a really nice half flick. Going into the goldfish, pulling around to a 45 up, followed by a 2 of 2. And he's going to cap off after his 2 of 2 to level flight. It's going to be followed by a 4-point roll, push half loop, followed by 4 half rolls.
Guys, let us know in the comments, what has been your favorite airplane type to see so far?
Who do you think's winning?
Yeah, maybe give us a couple top 3 predictions.
So this is why I think he's been staying high, because he's got this P-loop. This is a big altitude gainer. I bet you that from where he is, he's going to lose at least, I would say 800 feet. So push half loop, 2-point roll on the top, so 2 half rolls right now.
Might be the biggest loser of the sequence, huh?
There's the half rolls. Back to vertical down. Then 3/4 roll to put yourself on the Y. Yeah.
Taking it away.
Is that a 3/4 roll or a quarter?
That was a quarter. Was it supposed to be 3/4?
And you can kind of see, yeah, you can kind of see too on the sequence. It's very easy to get distracted because I'm looking at it right now. If he's using this copy, there's a 3/4 roll, and then the next
It's right
figure,
next to it.
you see a quarter roll.
Yeah.
So I guarantee if that's the case, yeah, here's the break.
Taking a break. Every biplane today is taking a break.
But solid flying, really strong. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And it's an unknown. He's never flown this before. He's only been able to walk it through and had, geez, about 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know? It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
You know? He's taking a break. Goody's going into a mini workout. Do a little pumping.
That's kind of like Joey Bowflex.
I would love to see Joey Bowflex and Goody Good at the, what's that Reebok? The CrossFit Games.
Gaining some altitude. I didn't think he looked low at all, but he's climbed.
I think he realized
Probably to the top of them.
he zeroed,
Yeah.
and I think he just wants to get like his thoughts, get back together, which is smart. If you're not feeling it, you got to break.
Yeah, might as well.
There's no sense in ruining the rest of the sequence. And you're allowed it. Play by the rules.
Thank you, Lori. Wish you were here.
Do you know Anthony?
Not
Because he's
real.
from California, right?
Yeah, I think he's in Southern California. I don't know him real well.
Because you're in the Bay Area. That's like the pretentious zone,
The pretentious zone.
right?
Yeah, we don't really talk to that southern.
Yeah.
You know,
I forget how big California is.
it's huge. But I don't know him real well. He, kind of wears a few different hats with that same airplane. Competes in it, races in it. Was doing air shows for a while in it.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's doing air shows at the moment. I don't think he raced this year in the biplane class.
Looks like
Here he comes wagging in. Is he wagging in on the Y?
Yep. He looks like he's gonna fly figure 8, which is a connector figure. It's a pull Humpty, and that's got a quarter roll down. Let's see if that brake helped him. It's like,
Just take a few breaths, reset. I understand that.
Yeah, he looks collected. Looks smooth. Then we got a half loop up with 3 half rolls on the top. Very nice. Good. Really nice. End figure. Then we got a double Humpty. Pull the vertical, 3/4 roll up. Vertical down, 2 quarter rolls. And then back to vertical with a quarter up. Now he needs to do this quarter in the right. This is a directional rotation, so you have to do it only one, a certain direction. And he's got to do it so that when he finishes that quarter up, he has to be going downwind. So he needs to be going left to right. So he's got a quarter roll here to the right, which he did. Very nice. And then cap off the top. Nice figure. And this is that big push figure. Push 45 down, half snap, and then push all the way back to vertical with the half roll. And I think the trick to this figure is you got to really get on it with the push, but you can't wait to do the half roll. I mean, you got to show a line, you got to show separation, before and after the half roll, but you can't wait because otherwise you're going to cap off and you're really going to be, see, like he's waiting. I don't see the half roll. I think
he's really on that south edge of the box too.
Yeah, he's bailing out of that figure.
Yep. Man, that might be it. Yep.
Yeah, he's
wagging. It's
a tough figure because you know what it is you're flying this unknown. It's a lot of figures, a lot of rotations, and especially when you're pushing, you don't. It's almost a Top Gun quote. You think so? Like it's hard to think about the figures while you're pushing, especially. Yeah. G you're used to, but negative G is a you're not really exposed to a lot of it in advance. So I think that's what happened. I think he was pushing, focusing on getting the vertical, and just forgot what it was, and it happens.
Yeah, I also too another element. I could be wrong on this, but I think his S1 is fixed pitch.
Sounds it.
It was definitely sounded like it winding up on the downlines there. Because he races in Reno, that's one of the requirements to be a contendership for winnings. He's wagging back in. But yeah, fixed pitch, only fixed pitch airplane in advance right now. So it's a tall feat, tall order for Anthony. He chose to stay really south in the box there. Drawing a big line down, bringing it a little bit lower. Kind of a nice sounding S1.
It is nice. Especially for a 4-cylinder. It's got it sounds healthy.
Yeah. I wonder if we can attribute that to the angle valve. Alright, I think that's it.
Nice flight, Anthony. I mean, an unknown.
He worked real hard, man.
Flying an unknown, you did good.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what I like about it is that he finished it.
Yes.
I've seen some people, they get a little and they just quit.
I thought he was going to quit after that kind of botched
you know
figure.
What? He was safe. He knew where he was at all times. For getting a half roll, you talk to any of these guys on unlimited advance, anybody, Julian, you forget a figure, it happens.
Yeah.
And he kept it really together and completed. That was a really good flight. The flying that he was doing was really impressive. And he was safe. That's the most important thing too. Is like
he didn't look unsafe at any time.
Not just even with like forgetting figures, but just in general. Everybody here, is
there hasn't been any unsafe flying this nationals.
Really and that's a testament to the IAC. I mean, no, people that don't know aerobatics, they see an airplane go upside down, and we all know what they're going to say, and they think it's dangerous. But the IC really, I think that their communication on safety and how they run contests, it's really well done.
Yeah. All right, looks like we have Clayton Kirkland up in his Pitts S1S.
Love it.
He chose figure G. He's the only one that chose figure or program G for his unknown.
He's such a maverick.
Yeah, against the grain. Is it not? Did something change maybe?
I don't know. I'm picking up the wrong airplane. Entering down the interior.
You might have been seeing Duncan take off.
Yeah.
Duncan Corbell's after.
When does Dunphy fly?
Dunphy's second to last. He's after Duncan.
Wow.
Kind of fun. We'll have 300L, 330 SC, and MX2.
Oh, that's right, Marty Flournoy.
Yeah, Marty's the last.
All right, Clayton's doing his warm-up
Here's
figure.
Clayton.
Clayton's a really nice guy. He made the team in 18 in this same exact airplane. Flies it. It's black. Shows really well.
It's a pretty airplane.
Pretty plane. Squared off wingtip, so it rolls really nice. Yeah, he's just been in advance for 5+ years at least, and just flies really well.
All right, wagon in. Here we go.
Okay, we got a figure sequence G, huh?
Yeah. Unless it, let me make sure I read that right. That first one not looking right?
Yep.
Yeah. Sequence G.
They got the wrong sequence in front of them.
Uh-oh.
Because he's flying... I think he's flying sequence B. A G kind of looks like a B if the ink runs out of ink for a second.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, good. Or C.
Yeah, this is sequence B. Quarter roll up. Oh, maybe not. That's definitely not G.
It's not. Yeah, G is
And
not.
I see some commotion going on at the judges' table right
Yeah.
now.
But maybe they're trying to figure out what we're trying to figure out.
Solid flying though.
This did happen earlier in Sportsman.
Did it really?
Yeah. Or Unlimited.
Okay, he's doing an aerobatic turn, so there wasn't a lot of aerobatic turns, so we can try to find a sequence.
That's interesting. I think he knows. No, maybe not. I thought maybe he was going to exit. He had a little trouble in the known as well. I think he flew a couple of figures incorrectly and ended up a little down on the scoreboard. So this will be an unfortunate thing if they have the wrong unknown or we have the wrong unknown.
Not seeing any aerobatic turns here. I don't see any sequence with an aerobatic turn.
Huh. Well, we'll update you guys on what's going on here when we find out.
You saw an aerobatic turn, right?
Yeah.
With
Oh,
no
yeah.
rolls.
It was definitely a turn.
So Sorry for the paper rufflings. but
Lori,
I'm
I
not-
agree with you.
What'd Lori say?
Says scores for Matt, Matt Dunphy, Mike Silibirdi, Britt Lincoln. They'll be in the top 5. She thinks Matt will take the championship. That's
Matt didn't fly yet.
No, I know, but once the scores, once everybody flies and once the scores get in, that's her prediction. Not a bad prediction at all. It's pretty safe at this point.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not over yet.
can't the thing Matt's winning right now. He's winning by a good amount of points. I think he can afford to take some outs easily, and he could afford to, hit a par instead of a birdie as far as the figures go. But he cannot zero. A zero will destroy. He will not let him win.
So what do you think of this flight, knowing that we don't have the sequence in front of us?
I mean, the flying is nice. There's a lot of commotion going on in the judges' lair now.
Yeah.
Goody just threw his chair.
I think it hit a kid.
Oh my gosh. He threw that thing 100 yards.
Nope. He's going to try to throw a dog now.
It looks like he's slowing up for a spin.
Yeah, he just pulled the power back. Not sure.
Oh. It's exciting to watch because you don't know what's coming next.
Just wanted to draw a tight radius maybe there on that half loop.
It's like a mystery.
Yeah.
Like a movie.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
There's smoke coming out of AJ's ears.
Wind is flirting with being cross box now.
judge. So off judge right
Yeah,
now.
it's almost completely off judge.
And it's tough too because like you have Dunphy and Duncan right now about to fly, and this morning they're watching everybody else fly.
Yeah.
And it's doing so.
It's completely different now.
Yeah, Dunphy's obviously experienced enough to not look earlier on, but he probably watched about a half an hour ago what the wind was doing. But honestly, half an hour ago the wind was doing something different.
Yeah.
Looks like it was that push down half snap figure. He's dancing on that rudder. He's trying to save it. Good
Oh,
job.
boy.
Good coordination. Nice flying, Kirkland. Looks like he's wagging out. I don't know if that was the end of the sequence or a break. We'll find out.
Yeah, and we'll maybe we can get AJ while they're over here to.
Everybody's confused over there.
Yeah, you can kind of see the confusion there.
Somebody who wrote down the sequence letters is going to get in big trouble.
Big
Let
trouble.
me see the order of flight because they actually write their sequence in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what it really looks like. He wrote G. That is a G.
Yep.
If I've seen a G before in my life, that is a G.
It's the best looking G I've ever seen written on a order of flight.
The radius on the backside is great
It's
on it.
incredible. Yeah.
Very symmetrical.
Nice horizontal line there to
But I
cross
gotta be
the
honest,
sea.
usually the pilots write their sequence letter in there, and they didn't do it on this order of flight because every letter, like a lot of people chose B, and every B is the same.
Yeah. Yeah, same person wrote.
So, I wonder, there's going to be a protest.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the Outsiders. There's going to be a brawl.
There's going to be a brawl.
We might have to
Heads
call
of
the
wheel
police.
roll.
The IAC police are going to have to show up.
All right, Duncan's just calling in the chief judge right now, Duncan Corbell, flying the extra 300L. He's choosing program C.
We think. We hope.
We think, we hope.
I think it was.
Or O or...
I think it might have been a B. Well, it
I
couldn't have
wonder.
been a B because
No,
it didn't
'cause
look like B.
It didn't, yeah. We saw B the most today. It didn't look like that at all. Didn't
There are
have
a
that.
couple of things in that I haven't seen anybody else do.
There's an
Yeah.
aerobatic turn.
Which is
I've only seen one other person had a 90-degree turn, but it wasn't there. It was different in a different spot too.
What person was that? Because I could find the sequence.
It was early.
Let me see the order of flight.
maybe it was F or I. Only a few people have deviated from. So Britt flew I.
The first 7.
L. It had to be
L.
L. With Stan?
Stanley Moy, maybe?
A or L?
Or
I
F.
haven't been paying attention to the letters, so I don't know. But there's going to be one other competition turn so far.
Well, it's not Grant's because Grant flew A. I don't see a turn there. Let's see if it was L.
Duncan in for his warm-up figure.
What sequence is he flying?
He is flying sequence C, I believe, but I'll look at that again. Yes.
And
C.
there's no aerobatic turn in sequence L either. Anybody watching knows what sequence he was flying. Let us know.
Duncan flying a very, very pretty 300L. I believe he comes from Arizona. You guys can correct me in the comments, either Southern California or Arizona.
What a beautiful shot that is.
Yeah.
Clouds in the background.
Gorgeous.
If anybody wants to hire Forrest Fox, his number is 555-555-5555.
Looks like sequence G figure 4 has a 90-degree turn. Why don't you take a look at sequence G? Thanks, Brett. Brent Smith.
Thanks, Brent. Brent Smith?
Yeah.
Hey, Brent. What's up, man? Brent's awesome. Thank God he's not here, because he would be whooping some bleep. I'm looking at sequence G, and I don't see an aerobatic turn in that.
What do you say? What figure?
So
Figure
maybe
4?
they
It's
only
definitely not figure
provide
4.
you with listed sequences.
What's that?
They're only providing you with listed sequences. So maybe it's something that we don't have in our kit.
Yeah, it must be.
Let me look online. I love
Yeah, if
Brent.
it's what's posted, Brent, if you saw it and it's what's posted, then
We'll find it.
then it looks like you know. But did look like there was some confusion there on the judges' line. Okay, Brent says he flew mostly sequence G, so maybe there is some confusion there.
Let me look on the. I'm looking on the IC website to hopefully get the Nationals link. Hopefully they posted them. See Nationals. You're gonna have to call this Pollard while I do some paperwork going on.
All right, let me take a look.
Oh,
Do you have C? Let's see. Alright, looks like cap out converter
oh
here.
boy. So I went on the IAC.
1 1/4 and a 3/4 opposite direction.
Let's call Duncan first, and then but I found some breaking news.
Okay,
How's he doing so far, Pollard?
that's a good question. I spent more time looking through the for the right sequence.
Oh boy. Looks like he's probably gonna go into this half roll. Yep, and then 4 times 8. Good
Box
cadence.
placement looks good.
A little bit of a pause after the rotations there. Half loop, 2 times 4. 1, 2, 1.5 snap roll. And then a half loop down. This goes into that goldfish. Pull 45, half snap. See how his half snap looks. A little aileron, way steep after, but
Yeah.
still a good figure. Pull around the backside 5/8 up to 45 up with the 2 of 2. He's not flirting with the bottom yet, but he is getting
He's
lower.
lower. He's lower than.
Looks like he's playing with the power a little bit. And he's going to cap off. Then he's going to go into a 4-point roll, followed by a push loop, and then a 4 half rolls. Now, I'm not really happy with this altitude right here before this figure. Cut power, I guess, to
He really tightened the radius there. That was
tighten
okay.
the radius. It looks like he's slightly climbing, which I get for the altitude, but he's not low.
No.
All right, pulled it off. So he's inverted. See, this figure, I think he's way too low for. He's going into a P loop. 2 of 2 on the top. Good placement. Push down the vertical. 3/4 roll exit on the Y. Yeah, he's going to be way
He's
too
gonna be
low.
low.
Yeah, that's low. And then he's going to go right into a pull Humpty. Pull around
That
top.
gets a low call.
I most certainly think that got a low ball. Quarter roll to the right. Sorry, left. Another 0 for Jeff. And that's going into a half loop up with 3 of 2. He'll get some altitude back here. Should be good. And then from there, figure 10, he's going into the double humpty. It's pull vertical, 3/4 roll, pull around, 2 of 4 down, pull back to vertical, quarter roll, exit, downwind upright. Here he goes. 3/4 roll. 1, 2, 3. Pop off the top. Beautiful backdrop of the clouds. And then 2 quarter rolls. 1, 2, and right back to vertical up. Nice figure. Quarter roll to the left. Good. He's gonna pop off the top here and exit upright. He's upwind. He might take an out, but it's a strong headwind. He's gonna push down. He's gonna take a break. I think he found himself a little too far upwind. You know, maybe a little, not sure. So take a break.
Not the only break we've seen today, but
Yeah.
first monoplane to take a break today, if I remember correctly.
It's
of the
not
day.
worth the amount of points that you would lose if not taking a break would be a lot more than if you had taken a break, because the quality of the figures would just go way down.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, I've said it before. I think it really shows the judges that you're still
You're thinking about it.
You're thinking about it. You want to be safe, obviously, but you get a lot of respect for not doing something rushed, and making a good decision. And that was a good decision. So with Clayton, I'm not sure what Duncan's doing right here. I think he's just setting up for the figure, figuring out where he wants to place it.
How long does a pilot have?
I don't think there is a time thing.
Is there not a time? Okay.
Siva there, you have 15 minutes or 10 minutes depending on the sequence, I believe. Whether it's an unknown or a known. You know, the Q flight.
Seeing the flying today, speaking of SIVA, what do you...
So he's entering this downwind.
Downwind and high.
Which is what it calls for. I think he quarter rolled the wrong way. That's what it was. On a double humpty. So he zeroed the double humpty. I heard the half flick.
Oh, he was way off of...
Let me see if I can... No, I don't have the TV anymore.
Appeared to be quite a bit off heading on that. I could be wrong.
Can't really see him. But it's because we're under a tent. And we got a half loop down. This goes into a 3-line hammerhead. So pull 45, half roll, push the vertical with a half roll down. There's the half roll. Wait, and then go. Okie dokie. Could have pushed a little bit harder to vertical, but it doesn't matter. You don't get judged on how hard you push. That's more of a presentation thing. And then he's going to do a half roll down here. Drawing a nice line. Probably going to bring this right to the bottom of the box, which is smart. Good presentation. And he's doing a good job keeping it in front of the judges. So you got 2 of 4 here. A little over on that first point and drag, and then got a little positive. A lot of times when you roll in the vertical, sometimes you don't realize it, but your hand moves forward or back, and that will bump you off the line.
Absolutely. Especially in an L with, you don't have that centering.
Yeah, very, very common.
It's super common.
So, ergonomically, it's a lot of pilots will sit in their hangars in the airplane and try to just move the ailerons with the elevator locked, just to get that muscle memory going. Nice flight, Duncan.
That's a smart way to do that.
So Clayton, I clicked on the image of sequence G on the ISC website, and it shows the sequence that he flew. It is G.
Okay.
It is under his name on the website.
Lori had said that on the in the comments that they're a rough version. So we have a different version, guys, on our sequence cards.
Interesting.
Sorry about that.
I wonder, we're gonna have to interview him. Dunphy is up. Dunphy is in the lead.
This is your potential 2022 advanced national champion hopeful here, coming up for his unknown flight. First place, been flying really solid so far.
Dunphy is flying sequence C.
Looks like Duncan making left traffic for landing.
And sequence C is the sequence that Duncan just flew. So it'd be interesting to see how these pair up.
C's back to back, huh?
Pairing up a fine wine.
There we go. Now you're talking. No, Dunphy's flying B.
Okie dokie, I read that wrong. What sequence did he say?
He's flying B.
No, did you hear that, Forrest?
I did not hear the favorite calling.
Now I'm all nervous. You got me nervous now.
I'm trying to move this tent.
But I know that's Hector's favorite thing is when Hector's chief judge is he asks the pilots what sequence they're using when they're checking in.
All right, I'm gonna pull up sequence B. Matt's airplane is a extra 330 SE, but he's got a 4-blade prop on it. A lot of Europeans that have noise abatement and noise decibel rules, they use this prop because it is less noisy when
Perfect.
at
Thanks, Forrest.
RPM. Here he comes in for his warm-up figure.
We said it yesterday. Say it again. One of the more beautiful airplanes,
Agreed.
if not the prettiest, 330 SE.
Opting for the Cuban for his warm-up.
What do you like for a warm-up?
I like doing. I mean, it really depends on AJ. You know, nailed it on the head with. If you haven't flown in a while, it's good to do a Cuban A because you're getting a lot of G on your body, moving around the seat, making sure you're in tight. My favorite one to do if the sequence, if it benefits the unknown I'm flying, is doing a Humpty. You know, you get. For me, I feel like I read the
full
winds.
push?
Yeah, I feel like I read the winds. I mean, it also depends what the winds are doing. There's a lot of things going on with winds and at different altitudes sometimes, so it kind of varies from kind of fun. But if it benefits the sequence, the Humpty is really my favorite because it gives you a lot of time to think. You can also set the trim up in the airplane.
Yeah.
You know, make sure nothing's loose and everything like that. And the reason why I don't like the Cubans is the warm-up is the judges are watching. So you can't fly a crappy warm-up because that's where you're going to set the bar. You know, and
It's the first impression before the WAG.
yeah, so the horizontal 8, you know, you're doing 45s, which I've always said are very subjective. Radius is everything. So there's just a lot of conspiracy theories, I guess, with that. But whatever you think is going to get you best prepared for it. I think it's more so for G tolerance. Whatever will give you winds. You know, the problem with the Cuban is like today we have winds at the surface being different at 3,000 feet. So Cuban isn't going to give you that gauge where you can kind of, when you do a big vertical, you kind of see what's going on, especially when you cap off of that big vertical, you pull the power, and you can see what's going on with the airplane a little bit. I mean, the best thing to do is probably a 360-degree turn, right?
Yeah, sure.
But that's only one altitude.
Makes sense.
So I don't think there's no right figure to do, but there is a way to fly them.
Matt made an interesting call and let the chief judge know that he was going to come WAG from level.
So he is flying sequence B.
And there he goes. Extra 330 SC.
Wagon early, level flight. Looks like he's about 1,800 feet-ish, maybe 2,000.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like the power's all the way in, which is probably what he opted for.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like it.
He's pulling vertical 2 times 4. 1. Oh, he's really going for it. I love it. Pull the 45 down. There's a full roll on the 45 down. Very beautifully. Slowed the roll towards the end. Not a big deal though. From here, he's got a full roll. P-loop.
He really likes full deflection rolls.
Yeah.
You can tell.
He's an animal.
Yeah. Yesterday, I mean, it was a stark difference.
2 of 2, and
Watching
Matt's a
him fly.
national judge, and I think that really helps. If you're in the IC, whether you fly or not, you can become a judge, and it benefits, especially if you're a pilot, because you really need to know the rules, because a lot of things will help you score better. Nice figure. Pull, Humpty. He's probably going to come off this early to get back in the box. Yep, there we go. See how he's floating this? He's going to position himself a little bit better here.
It's interesting. It looks like those clouds are going away from the judges.
Yeah.
Doesn't agree with the windsock, which is what we've been seeing all day.
Right here is a half loop with 3 half rolls on the top. I wonder what's going through his head right now.
I don't know. Playing Eye of the Tiger and just full sending.
Yeah.
You know.
Got a 45 up half roll to a push to vertical for a hammer.
And he's a pretty seasoned unlimited competitor, so I mean, nerves-wise, he's been here before.
Yeah.
This is nothing new.
Half roll on the vertical down, and that goes into the figure he selected for the unknown. It's a double roll, 1.5 roll opposite, push half loop, 3/4 roll opposite quarter. 1, 2, 1.5. You nailed that. Doesn't get much nicer than that.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean,
Doesn't get better.
yeah.
We could have pushed a little harder. 3/4 roll here. Descending, a little over, descending, a little off heading. But solid figure. And then from here, it's going to be that connector figure. It's a, I think it's called the horizontal 8, but basically 5/8 loop to 45 up with a half roll, and then a 5/8 loop back to level. Let's see where he goes with this. It looks like he's moving away from the judges with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that?
What if he lined up with the runway?
Putting the stick into the wind a little bit during the back of that. And he's lining himself up for a double Humpty, which is 3/4 roll out. I think he could drive the sequence slightly more upwind, but it's still looking good. 3/4 roll here. And it's going to be a 2/4 rolls on the vertical down. Followed by a pull to vertical. You should do a right vertical, right quarter.
His altitude looks great.
Very controlled. And then from here, it's a push down, half snap, push to vertical up, half roll. Let's see how long of a line. Very nice half flick, little ratchety. See, he's really getting on it right now.
Yeah.
And he's getting slow, so he's really got to hit this half roll quick. Maybe set, go. There you go. He's so good. A little positive going up, but really good figure
He's
still.
a phenomenal pilot.
Yep. And he's going to really drive this figure.
Best pilots in the country are all here right now. We're missing some, but what you're seeing is some of the best aerobatic flying in the country.
So this is a connector figure. This is a push 45. It's a half Cuban. Really steep on that 45,
steep.
but it's a connector. It's not worth anything. So even if you get a whatever scores, it's not going to take away too much. And then this is going to go into this goldfish with the half snap. I think he's going way too fast for this, because you're going to see here.
He's going to get a lot of altitude.
lines. You see that quick rotation?
Yeah.
He caught it, but a lot of times when you're going faster than normal for snaps, and you hit them, they just really get they really get away from you sometimes. But did really good with that. Got really steep after, but definitely a very scoreable figure. And 2 half rolls here. Really has that aileron style. They're really dialed in. 4-point roll, push half loop. Nothing wrong with that. And then at the bottom here, he's got 4 half rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a connector figure. So push Humpty. And push off the top. Really putting this in a great view for the judges.
He's been right in front.
And then the last figure is a half roll, 4 of 8 opposite, pull around, half loop, 2 times 4, snap and a half opposite.
He flies so well.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then a 2x4. 2 quarter rolls here. 1, snap left. I think that's game over.
That was. Wow.
That,
Okay. What do you
that-
think?
I think that won the flight as well.
Yeah.
I think he got in a really good flight in there.
If he's not first at this point, he's second.
I thought you were
I
going to say something from like Ricky Bobby. He ain't first,
He-
he's
he
last.
ain't first, he's last. No, that was
that was the flight.
beautiful.
Fun. Yeah.
We're seeing agreements. That was a beautiful. Everybody
That was
really liked that flight.
Fun to watch.
He's got to be super pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And judges enjoy that. I mean, not that they don't enjoy it, but like when somebody comes in and really nails it, it's very entertaining to watch. Especially when they're a great guy.
Yeah.
Matt's a super duper guy.
Watching these flights, Jeff, what thoughts do you have on AWAC for next year? You know, as you're watching people fly today.
You know, it's just SIVA. It's a. I mean,
It's a
you
different
really,
animal, huh?
It is. You know, and you're dealing with international judges, so there's a certain style that they like, and it switches often. You know, some judges might. You don't know what kind of judges you're going to get.
Yeah.
You might have the majority that want it low and in their face, and then you might want a judge that likes it a little high and further away. You know, so you could fly it in perfect position, but if you're one of those two and the judge, sometimes it just doesn't benefit you.
Yeah.
But you know, overall, it just comes down to who's flying the figures the best. You know, the base figures, you know, flying strong lines, not bobbling, you know, spacing them correctly, looking controlled.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can watch Rob fly a sequence, and then you can watch, you know, somebody like Goody fly, and to me, they're two different ends of the spectrum as far as style.
Style-wise, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's not unfortunately, but like sometimes a judge will feel he can judge better at a certain style.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where you see the reflection in scores. But
Alex Hughes says that watching Dunphy fly is like watching an artist paint.
I
I
agree.
would agree with that. It's like Bob Ross. Like, I'm just going to paint a little perfect flight right here.
Yeah.
Painting
Dunphy's Bob Ross, and you and I are painting by numbers.
by numbers. Marty Flournoy in the MX2 right now doing his warm-up.
He opted
Beautiful
for the
black
Humpty. My man.
MX2. Formerly owned by Rob Holland. And he has chosen to fly sequence L. He and Steve Moy and Tom Thomason are the only ones that flew L today for their program.
Sequence L, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta pull that up. Alex Hughes is the man. Alrighty. Sequence L, where are you? Alright. First figure in sequence L is a pull double Humpty. A 3/4 up, 2 or 4 down, quarter up.
Last flight of the day. Any pressure here being the last flight of the day? Maybe a little judge's fatigue?
I think it's dependent on the personality. I mean, if you're an anxious person, you're probably exhausted at this point because you want to go so bad.
Yeah.
And you think that you see 26 pilots, it's going to go quick, but we started here at 12-ish. What time? I
1
watched
o'clock?
start.
I think we launched at 1.
It's 5 hours later.
Yeah.
So like,
We're tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired. So,
Ready for a nap.
but yeah, Marty's a pro.
Yeah.
You know. Fun fact about Marty.
Is that an owl, Forrest?
Where?
Oh, beautiful. On the...
Nice.
Is it?
Harry
Doesn't
Potter
look
must
like an
be,
owl.
He must be around here with his wizardry.
Bird of prey of something?
Here comes Marty.
All right, we got a cowbell. Last cowbell of the day, guys.
I gotta have more cowbell.
More cowbell.
Okay, so that's that
There's the last wag.
double Humpty. That MX turns a corner. So nice.
It's a...
Ooh, whoa, what do we got going on? He did a 3/4 roll, then went into a 3/4 roll.
And
It's
then...
falling out. This figure is zeroed.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ah!
We botched that.
tried to he's fake to get back on track to the figure. I think I would opt to wag out here because
Wag out.
the figure's gone, and I would just set myself up. And you're allowed, I believe, with the rules to fly at a figure before to set yourself up, from what I understand. But to fact check that one. All right, so half flick. He's drawing a good line. Way over.
Way over.
Pushing. He's got to get it together here, and Marty will. Marty's a great pilot. Half roll up. He still scored great in the known and the free. He needs to score some of these figures still because the fourth flight for the team selection is a combination of all 4 flights. So he needs these points. Got a push hammer here with the half roll down. It's a connector figure. Right now he's got to take a deep breath. And then from here he's going into the double roll, roll and a half opposite, push half loop, 3/4 roll, quarter roll opposite. Push half loop. Marty pushes hard. I like it like when that half loop is aggressive. See how much more speed he has over the top here?
Yeah.
1 and then back. And then from here he's going to go into another connector figure, which is the push hammer with the half roll down. And that's what's nice about having the same connectors is you don't have to really think. Because the connector is a figure and sometimes they're directional. Like this is a non-directional connector. But you can fly the wrong connector and it can put you on a different axis, a different really screw you
And
up.
that'll hose. Yeah, that'll hose you.
So you want to take the least amount of pressure off you. The most amount of pressure off you, sorry. Okay, we got a half roll, 4.8. And then a half loop, 2 times 4. Snap and a half. Presentation is really, really flawless right now.
Is Marty out of Arkansas?
Marty he's out of Georgia, I believe. I think he's on the Georgia border.
Okay.
And then another connector here. We got a push hammer. I like the sequence because of that. I don't know if I would pick it, but I would look at it more because of these connectors. You can control a lot of things with it. All right.
That thing really blows by a lot of oil as he goes from positive to negative.
Yep. 2 of 4 up. And pull 45 down, full roll on the 45 down, push to level, inverted. And then from there he's going to go into that P loop with a 3/4 down. That's going to put him on the Y. I think the positioning that he's at now, he's going to take it towards us.
Seems to be like almost in the middle of the box right now.
He's such a pro though. He's so smooth. So smooth. Maybe he'll draw a smiley face right here. It's kind of not helping him with the smoke right there. That's the worst time you want smoke because you can
really
see the
flat
flat
off the
spots.
top, yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna get dinged on that one. Poor guy. Can't catch a break. All right, we got a connector here. It's a pull hammer, 1/4 roll down. Is gonna go downwind, so he needs to head left to right. So he's got to do a right quarter. Smoke is shown and be slightly negative down. Oh no. Pull 45, half roll, push hammer, half roll down. Fun fact about Marty, he wanted to be a cowboy, but he hates horses.
That makes it tough.
Makes it tough.
Yeah. I guess you could ride a cow.
Yeah. Save a cowboy. No, save a
Save a horse, ride a cowboy?
Yeah, something like that. How do you know that so well?
I don't know.
Got a half flick here. Marty
Don told me that.
trains a lot with Nikolai Timofeyev, which shows he's flying really, really great lines and rotations. 2 of 2. From here we get the 3 half rolls. 1. And then we got a 4-point roll, push down half loop, 4 half rolls on the bottom. sequence, Marty. Good flying. Thanks for the smoke.
Nice job, Marty.
All right, before we sign off here, I don't know if they're gonna make Clayton, if they're gonna make him fly again.
I haven't heard anything.
So we'll stay at
Although the judges aren't. Maybe they're starting to get up.
Before we sign up, I'm trying to find the sponsors. Here we are, the sponsors. So let's go through the sponsors again, which is amazing how people help out here. Our Platinum's top sponsor is Aura Aero. They're out of France. They're a manufacturer of GA airplanes, amongst other things, and they're producing a side-by-side aerobatic plane made out of carbon fiber. It's very reminiscent of the Cap 10, but it's carbon fiber construction. It performs like an Extra 200. It's got a great roll rate, great vertical penetration, and it's side by side, which I think is great for training. So check them out. They're at aura-aero.com. They're super excited to be producing airplanes. They'll answer any questions, and really, thanks a lot, Aura. Gold sponsors: Extra Aerobatic Planes. If you've been living on the moon for the past decade or century, they're based out of Germany.
Century. They're 100 years old.
Yeah, they're based out of Germany. A lot of different models. They're a tandem seat aircraft manufacturer. They do touring airplanes now. Obviously, they specialize in aerobatic planes. Check them out, extraaircraft.com. And yeah, thank you so much, Extra. Softy Emergency Parachutes, softyparachutes.com. I use a Softy. Do you use a Softy?
I do own a Softy.
Great. They've been known. They save lives. They're comfortable. I like them.
Marco Bao,
Yeah.
who is flying advanced in the laser and doing very well, actually had a bailout and in his S1.
Softy saved his life.
And Softy saved his life. So
check
shout out
them
to Softy.
Yeah,
Great rigs.
softyparachutes.com. Empty propeller. Great
What can
propeller.
you say? Yeah.
Lightweight. Just spin around. Proven. I use it. They come in different diameters. They come for pretty much every airplane made.
Probably the most represented prop out here.
Yeah.
That and Hartzell.
Yep. Check them out. Like I said, they got a lot of different models and great service. And proven. Empty propeller. Aircraft Spruce. I doubt the CEO from Aircraft Spruce is listening, but I love Aircraft Spruce.
Me too.
Easy to shop.
Fantastic parts department.
Honest with their delivery dates. Great customer service. Good online platform. Aircraftspruce.com. Phenomenal. MX Aircraft. MXAircraft.com. They are currently producing airplanes in Australia. What can you say about it? I mean, I think it's one of the highest performing aerobatic planes
Flown by the best aerobatic pilot in the world, Rob Holland.
currently.
What more can you say?
Yeah, so mxaircraft.com. Check them out. Shoot them an email if you got questions. I'm sure if you message them or people that own MXs, they got a really good family, of everybody that flies them. They'll answer any questions. mxaircraft.com. Our individual sponsors, which people, on top of paying their entry fees to come here,
Yeah, a lot of them are competitors here at Nationals.
yeah, also donated money. Goody Thomas, just great person. I don't know how else to describe Goody. Just super guy.
Great guy.
Very helpful, very knowledgeable. Will give you the shirt off his back, but then you'll have to see his 14-pack.
We better run through these because I think we're packing up.
And sure, Tom Rhodes, Jerry and Peggy Reidinger, Marty Flournoy, David and Martha Martin. Check out David Martin, he flies air shows for Breitling. John Osmeyer, Jim Burke. Check out jimburke.com, flies air shows, is the ISC president. Honestly, puts in a tremendous amount of time for this club and has done a terrific job. Thank you, Jim.
He's building a new Bulldog racer.
And he's
Yes,
building
he
a
is.
Bulldog racer, that's right. So, yeah, thank you, Jim, for
Follow
everything.
that journey on its Facebook page.
Yeah, and just shoot him a text, man. He's super generous, especially with his time.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can pull his arm to do some more critique videos.
Yeah.
And Doug and Pat Souter. He's past president. Competed in advanced. He's a national judge. He's also a SIVA judge. He came over in 19 to Romania, and he's just another. This whole club is just great guys. The membership rate is so low that people that aren't members should join.
If you don't
get
hurry
a
up, I'm
magazine.
gonna pee my pants.
You have to pee again?
I have to pee again.
Oh my gosh.
We got a bunch of videos for you.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks IAC. Thanks Lori Penner. Lori Penner, unsung hero. She is
Yeah, and Forrest Fox for that matter.
Forrest Fox. He'll do your wedding video, your bar mitzvah. It doesn't matter. Just call him up 555-5555. And thanks for listening.
It's not even a real phone number.
That is not even real.
What is your real phone number? Do you care to say?
I don't want to do bar mitzvahs and stuff.
Well, you get free food. They give you free meals.
Well, that's okay.
That's a perk.
Yeah, that's a perk.
That is okay. I'll do them.
All right, to everybody
When
listening
the bride and groom walk down the aisle, do you call them
on the
out,
live feed,
out west?
subscribe, please. Turn the notification bell on.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow. What time is this thing back on tomorrow? 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock sharp?
Yeah.
Probably 8 o'clock sharp.
Depends what time the bar mitzvah ends.
Depends what time the bar mitzvah ends.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody, and we'll be back tomorrow.